the empty net, they score! Make-believe!
You're watching Samwelb12.
All right. Ground ball. Vladdy over. They do it. The Blue Jays have won the division. The Blue Jays have won the division. Pop them if you got them. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're watching Samwelb12 Experience.
Here we go. It's the Maple Leafs and the Islanders. Welcome in, everybody. Happy, I don't even know what day it is, but it's St. Patty's Day, and happy St. Patrick's Day to all. Let's go Maple Leafs and the Islanders live on the Samwelb12 Experience on the SB12 Sports Network. This should be a great one, and I am feeling so much better. So thanks for all the kind words over the last couple days, but welcome in. Mega, how's it going? Donald, good to see you. We got you live, Donald. Welcome in. How's it going, Chris? Welcome in. Jacob, hello, everybody. Jacob, we're going to be keeping our eye on that one for sure. USA, Venezuela as well going on today, so we'll make sure we have you covered for the World Baseball Classic Championship game as well as the Leafs and the Islanders coming up here today. Should be a good one all around, a great day for sports. And I got something in my tooth. All right, that was weird. But welcome in. Hey, Bradley, happy St. Patrick's Day. I think it's Tuesday today. I think today's Tuesday. So happy Tuesday. Welcome in. Let's jump right in. And again, I apologize for not being here the other day, but man, I was down and out for the count. I spent all Sunday on the couch, curled up in the blanket, resting, but we are back and we are better than ever and we are set to go. Now, are the Maple Leafs set and ready to go? Have they recovered? We will see. The Maple Leafs are picking up points when some of us kind of don't want them to. Hey, Bet, what's going on? Go Sens go. For the Islanders, 38, 24, and 5 coming to this one. Heineman going to be with Bo Horvat and Matty Barzal. We got Anthony Duclair, who I like a lot. Hey, Jose, I like Duclair a lot. He's going to be with Braden Shen and Holmstrom. And you're like, Sam, wait, Braden Shen? That's right, Braden Shen coming over on trade deadline day. He comes over to the Islanders. Andres Lee, he's going to be paired up with Jean-Gabriel Pajot and Calm Ritchie. We got Andre Palat, the vet, with Casey Cizikas and Kyle McLean. Now, on the D side, Ryan Pulock is paired up with the rookie sensation Matthew Schaefer, who said to have approximately 1,000 people in the rink tonight. We always hear of rookies having, family and friends, and this guy had 25, this guy had 50, maybe 100. Matthew Schaefer has approximately 1,000 people in the building today, which is crazy. Adam Pelech is going to be paired up with Tony DeAngelo, Carson Soucy with Scott Mayfield, and Ilya Sorokin set to get the start in net for the Islanders. Hey, Brandon, what's going on? Antonio, hello there. Lala, welcome in. Pickleball, Pat, good to see ya. All right, for the Maple Leafs, who are now 29, 27, and 12, are going with the following lineup. Hey, Stetson, welcome in. Islanders all the way, finally get to enjoy you. There you go, Stetson. All right, we got Michelli going to be with John Tavares and William Nylander. Matty Nyes is going to be with Max Domi and Easton Cowan. Dakota Joshua and Nick Robertson back with very, very quickly growing to be a fan favorite, Bo Grew. Steven Lorentz with Jacob Quinlan and Callie Yarncroke. On the D side, Morgan Riley with Philippe Myers, Jake McCabe with Brendan Carlo, Simon Benoit and Troy Stetcher, and then Joseph Wall is set to get the start. And I actually believe there was a last-minute change. Oliver Ekman-Larsson, who is away as his wife was giving birth to their child, he missed practice today, but he is going to play. So I assume either Stetcher or Myers will come out and Ekman-Larsson will slide in, but we will see. But yeah, Bo Grew, a lot of folks loving what they're seeing of Bo Grew. And could Bo Grew end up being a replacement for Bobby McMahon, who, by the way, is absolutely killing it in Seattle? He's got like 5 points in 2 games, so it is good for him. Hey there, Ronald. Welcome in. Henry, go Leafs go. Welcome to the party to you both. Now, what do these two teams have in store? Well, they have met once before this season, and the Islanders beat the Maple Leafs January 3rd, 4-3. Whoo-wee. The way they stack up on the power play, Leafs are actually better than the Islanders. They are 19th overall now. The Islanders are 29th. On the penalty kill, the Leafs are 3rd overall. The Islanders are 8th. The face-offs, the Leafs are 1st overall. The Islanders are 7th. So based on those numbers, you think Toronto has the advantage tonight. Sorokin is 24, 15 and 2 with a 2.52 goals against and a 9.13 save percentage. And holy smokes, he's got 6 shutouts on the season, which is absolutely incredible for Sorokin. Joseph Wally's 14, 11 and 5 at 3.08 goals against and a 9.06 save percentage. He's got 2 shutouts on the year. Hey, Joshua, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. And thanks for coming in. As you are coming in, make sure you hit that like button. And if you're not already subbed up, hit that subscribe as well. The Islanders in their last 10 games, they are 7-3-0. They're coming off a win versus the Calgary Flames. The Maple Leafs are 2-5-3, and they've picked up a few points in their last couple of games. They have that win over Anaheim. They have a shutout loss to Buffalo, but got 1 point, and then a win over Minnesota. So the Maple Leafs putting some wins together. But what does that mean? The Leafs are putting some wins together. Well, they were tanking. They were going down in the standings. Well, because of some of their wins, they're now sitting tied with New Jersey and San Jose with 70 points. The Panthers are behind them at 69, Nashville at 67, Winnipeg at 66. So we need some of these bottom teams to win. St. Louis and the Rangers with 64 points. They're now 6 points back of Toronto. If Toronto wants to get that first round pick back, they need St. Louis or New York to catch up to them. So we'll take a closer look at the standings a little bit later on. A couple big games going on tonight, which we'll be following. Of course, the World Baseball Classic Championship round we'll be watching. Hey, Jeffrey, Charles, welcome in. Boston and Montreal is going to be a good game. We'll keep our finger on the pulse there. San Jose and Edmonton going to be one to watch as well. And very unfortunate news, Oiler fans. Very unfortunate news. Leon Draisaitl suffered a lower body injury, and he is out for the rest of the season. So Leon Draisaitl out for the rest of the season. We do not know yet if he will be able to return for playoffs or not, but that is crazy. Poor news for the Edmonton Oilers. Hey there, Pete. What's going on? Welcome in. Yeah, it's tough, right? Man, Bobby McMahon, he's certainly come on and he's playing real strong and he's looking real good. Hey there, G70. What's going on? Let's go, Boston. Let's go. Want those Bruins to pull a big win. Now, if we look at the hot players to watch over the last 5 games, Matthew Nyes, he's got 6 points in his last 5, 4 of those being assists. Bo Grew, very quickly, 3 goals in his last 5. I don't even know if he's played 5 games yet, but he's got 3. Bo Horvat for the Islanders, 5 points in the last 5 games, 3 of those goals. And Matthew Schaefer, 4 assists in his last 5. Now, some of you might not know who this Matthew Schaefer is. Why is he so special? 6'2", 186 pounds. He's 18 years of age. He was the New York Islanders' first overall pick, and they had the first overall pick, first round, first pick, number 1 pick last year. He's from Hamilton, Ontario. So that's why he's got so many people in the crowd tonight. 67 points as a defenseman, as a rookie defenseman, 67 points, which is absolutely amazing. Hey there, Dallas. How's it going? Welcome in. Oh boy. All right. So let's, who else am I missing here? They really reorganized the roster. Yeah, they really did. They mixed them up. They moved them all around. Now, talking about Schaefer, if we back this up a little bit, he didn't have any points in his last game against Calgary, but assist, +1. The guy's been playing well. He's been picking up some penalties. I mean, he's looking good here this year. Or sorry, 67 games played, not 67 points. 67 games played. He's got 20 goals, 28 assists. He's a plus 14. So 48 points. I had those reversed. 67 games, 48 points. He's a plus 14. He averages 24 and a half minutes per game on ice. He's got 4 game-winning goals, 2 overtime goals. This guy is for real. 167 shots. Matthew Schaefer is an absolute beast. So I'm excited. I'm excited to watch him here tonight and see how he's going to play. He wears number 48 for the Islanders, and he's a little baby face. So we had to put him on our thumbnail today. And, of course, Bo Grew, the other player on our thumbnail. Bo Grew, man, he was tearing it up for the Marlies before getting the call up to the big club, and Bo Grew has been nothing but impressive. He's 6'2", 200 pounds. He's 26. He's played 4 games. He's got 3 goals in 4 games. He's a plus 4. He's been doing all the right things. Now, he spent the last couple of years on Anaheim, but boy, oh boy, coming in here, he has looked real good. He had 1 goal previously. He scored against Anaheim, but he has 3 here with Toronto, which is awesome. All right, let's get set to play some hockey, shall we? Let's get set to drop this puck, get this game going. Happy St. Paddy's Day. The Leafs in the green and white St. Pat's jerseys. They're going from right to left. The Islanders in the blue with the orange and white stripes going from left to right. And the Leafs going to dump this one in. We'll get all of our widgets organized here as they start to pop up. Let's go. One second. There. Whoops. What is that? There we go. Okay. So we got a whistle. So a stoppage. Let's just bring this up here. Everything is slow off the start, but that's to be expected as it normally is. All right, face off by the Leaf blue line. They're going to win it. They're going to bring it back in their own zone. Now they're going to start to move it forward. Quick little outlet pass all the way down the ice. Nylander going to come in, sending it behind the Leafs net. Michelli is there. Michelli looking one way, shakes the other way. Can't get it back over to Nylander. He gets cut off there by Adam Pelech. Back around behind the net. The Islanders going to play it up the middle. Intercepted. Nylander in the high slot. Feeds it across. Fan on the shot. Back to Willie. Turning. He can't shoot. Willie looking again. He's going to throw it towards the net. It's gloved down by Pelech. Knocked over to the side. Going to work this one around. And, oh boy, Leafs with a good opportunity there. Hey, McNasty, what's going on? Welcome in. They are wearing the Patty unis. They got the St. Pat's unis on, but they're wearing this year, it's the green gloves and green pants. I remember in the past, they wore brown pants and brown gloves. I kind of like those better. Yeah, Meg, I hear it. Dallas, I'm taller. Sam, 6'2", 6'5". Josh is big man, 6'5", 262. Schaefer should be on the top D pairing for the Islanders, and that's going to be an icing against the Maple Leafs. So an icing here to start things off. Ilya Sorokin, for those that don't know Ilya Sorokin, man, he is a very solid goaltender. Very good. As a Pens fan, let's go Leafs Gaming. How's it going? Welcome in. Jonesy, welcome in as well. Let's go. 6 years and counting Leafs. Oh, we'll see, Jonesy. We'll see. Cizikas will score, McNasty says. Cizikas a tough grinder. He's a good player. I wouldn't mind him on my team. Spike, how's it going? Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. All right, just one shot registered on net. Another face-off coming in. Patrick Waugh, the goaltender of the Islanders. Always good to see Patrick in and around an NHL rink. Here comes Matthew Nyes, going to chip this one in. Down in the corner, going in here after it. Islanders going to work it over the red line into the Leaf zone. Little drop pass. Curling in. Braden Shen putting it back to the point. Cross ice pass. Susie looking around. Holmstrom. Mayfield. Going to throw this one towards the net. Hits Riley. Bounces over to Nyes. Nyes going to play this around. Here comes Toronto, little outlet pass. Going to carry this one up over into the zone. Dumping it in the corner is Myers. Quinlan going in here after it. Islanders trying it up along the boards. Going to knock it out. Toronto got it right back. But then the Islanders send it down the ice, and that's going to be an icing call against the Islanders. So all the way back down. A couple icing calls to start this game. Hey, Lisa, welcome in. Good to see you. 2 quick icing calls. So much icing, so much icing. The only icing we like is on the cake, right? All right, Leafs. Islanders going to win the draw. Little flip pass. This hopping down. Toronto going to try and bat it out of the air. Turning with it. Cycling it back is Quinlan. Banking it off the boards. Leafs going to play it up to Lorentz. Tips that one out, and it's coming down the ice to the Islanders' way. Adam Pelech back to pick this one up, swinging it away from Järnkrok. Down in the corner, Järnkrok coming in. Nice move, got it to Lorentz. Back to Järnkrok. The two get it to the point, swinging it to Ekman Larsson. He steps in a one, and that's into the glove of Sorokin. So nice move there by Ekman Larsson. Fresh off the birth of his new child. Love icing on the cake, exactly. Unreal. So it's congrats to OEL. Big congrats to OEL. So Bo Grew going to get waved out of the face-off circle here. Joshua's going to come in. Taking the draw. Pajot going to win this. Coming around behind the net. Grew giving chase. And the Islanders can't get it out. Kept in. Joshua bringing it right back in the corner. Grew is driving towards the net. Joshua can't get him the puck. Robbie now out in the high slot. Going to come around the boards. Riley going to try and intercept. He bobbles it. It's taken away. And here come the Islanders. Puck, or the stick, slashed out of the hand of Richie. And the arm goes up. And the Maple Leafs are going to get a penalty here. A little slash to knock the stick out of the hands. A little pushing and shoving here as well. But the Islanders going to go to the power play. Toronto to the box, Nick Robertson. Just a little bit of a slash on the stick. It was a, oh, you know what? Seeing the replay, come on. That's a weak call, Sauce. That's a weak call, Sauce. A little stick lift, and the stick comes flying out of Richie's hand. That was not a slash. That was no slash. That was a little upswing, a little stick lift. Bad call there by the official. The Islanders going to go to the power play here. Yeah, Mega, we already know what happens in that game. That was one of the best games, too. Toronto off the draw, shorthanded, going to bring this one into the zone. Little stick drag, pulling it back in the corner. Coming around behind the net. Islanders now going to start to move it up. Thank you so much for hitting that follow. We appreciate it. Welcome into our community. Barzal going around behind the net. Lorentz stealing it away. Toronto, little weak pass, gets knocked down in front of the net. Sending it around. Here comes New York. Barzal, he's skating. This guy can use his edges. Dropping it off. Setting it up here is Shen. Braden Shen on the near side. Sending it to the point. Schaefer putting it across. Coming right down in front. Rebound. Scores on the power play is Braden Shen. And you know what? I don't think I set my Islander goal up here. But Braden Shen is going to get the goal. Unbelievable. Braden Shen just rifled it. Braden Shen, an absolute blast. An absolute blast. All right, let's see. I don't know why it's not working here. Let's see if it'll work now. There you go, Braden Shen. Give you some goal love. No benefits. What's going on? Welcome in. Ready for the playoffs. All right, off the draw. Islanders 1-0 with a power play goal. Braden Shen from Richie and Barzal. Yikes. Emilio, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome in. Should have had it ready at the beginning. Yeah, no kidding, Mega. Megan's giving me a hard time today. Here come the Islanders. Again, Tavares trying to take it away. They knocked it down. Loose puck was sitting there. Simon Holmstrom is going to get it out and taking it away. But finally, Toronto getting it out. Ekman Larson walking the line, pulls it out. Ekman Larson going to back this one up. You know, this is such a slow-paced game compared to the last couple we've seen. Very, very slow-paced. Going to move it over to Riley. Riley going to put it across. It's like slow motion. Here's Domi. They were so fast against the Wild, even against Buffalo. So fast, but they're crawling here today. This is going to be played back. Islanders with it, taking a look. It is very weird to see Braden Shen in an Islanders jersey. Going to bank this one off around the boards. Riley with it now. Long outlet pass off the boards. Nice pass. Stopping, putting it across. Cowan feeding it in the slot with a shot. That one gets knocked down. Good save by Sorokin. Good passing here by the Leafs. Riley to the slot for Cowan with a shot. Gets knocked down. Nye's going to pick this one up. Nye's trying to play it back. Has it taken away. He's going to regain puck possession in the neutral zone. Give it over to Riley, who tries to spring Cowan. Just can't handle that pass. This coming back the other way. Islanders into the zone. Flying. Pulling up. McCabe trying to take this puck away. Big battle in the corner here. This is going to come to Richie. Richie walking right to the corner, feeding it back, and that can't be handled. It comes out of the zone. Carson Soucy just couldn't control that pass. As an Avalanche fan, we can never win anymore. Oh, Matthew, I know what that's all about. This being played all the way back to the Islanders side. 13 and a half minutes to go here in period number one. Toronto tries to poke it free. They don't continue possession for long. Islanders looking up ice. Going to bring it into the Leafs zone. Leafs trying to stand them up just inside the line. Puck comes down in the corner. Far side around the boards to McCabe. McCabe stopped by Barzell. Off the boards back over to the corner. Bo Horvat is there trying to put it back to Pelech. That one comes out of the line. Hey, hockey, what's going on? Welcome in. Let's go. This rotating it right around. Going to start to move this one forward. Here comes Toronto over the line. Leafs. Tavares cutting through with a backhand. And we got a penalty coming up here to the Islanders when they touch it up. Toronto up top by the blue line. Keeping it in is Tavares. Tavares and Nylander switching places. His pass is picked off. And we're getting an Islander penalty here. So Toronto will get their opportunity with the man advantage. So if there was an additional assist on the Islander goal, Schaefer would have had it. But oh boy. Hey Rick, how's it going? Welcome in. Jameson coming in with the super chat. Jameson, thank you so much. Do you think Florida is going to make the playoffs? Unfortunately, Jameson, I do not. I don't think there's enough room left for the Florida Panthers. And when I say room, I don't think there's enough games left for the Florida Panthers to get in there. Unfortunately, they're in a very similar position as Toronto. They're at 69 points. The bottom wild card spot is at 81. So they need to pick up 12 points to get there. And they only have, 14 games left. Well, Panthers have a couple others, so maybe they have 16 games. I just don't think there's enough room for the Panthers to get there. But Jameson, they've given it such a run, but this year, not the Panthers' year. And part of that is they didn't have Tkachuk for a long time. They haven't had Barkov for a long time. So very, very unfortunate. Hey, happy hour. What's going on? Leafs, please win. Help out Columbus. Help out Columbus. Hey, Mason, what's going on? You're way ahead. Yeah, that happens sometimes. That happens sometimes. It's all about where you're watching, how you're watching. It's crazy. We've been ahead. We've been behind. The power of technology. Is Brad Marchand. Hockey and Marchand, he's having another good year, right? Another good year. The Morgan Riley message was for you. Oh, let me scroll back. I think it's need to get rid of. Yeah, I do. I think Morgan Riley is a problem. Hey, all. Morgan Riley, Donald, is definitely a problem. Definitely a problem. And he makes a lot of money, and he's gone downhill quick from what he was. Hey, Jays, welcome in. But Florida was good. They were very good for those 2 years. Really 3 years, right? Because they lost to Vegas in the finals. And they were really, really good that year as well. We missed Brad in Boston. He was your fave. And I love Geeky. Yeah, Geeky's not a bad guy to like. Morgan Geeky, what a year he's having as well. All right, back from commercial break off the draw. Islanders going to break this one free. Little pass coming through. Shorthanded breakaway. Inside, outside. Wall down with the splits. Nice save with the right pad from Joseph Wall. The Islanders get through on a breakaway. What do you think happens with Matthews, and do you think he is fired up? Oh, absolutely. Loggies, absolutely. Matthews, I bet you, is pissed. I bet you he's furious that nobody jumped in. Ekman Larson coming back to pick it up. No power play goals scored in 5 of the last 6 games. Power play definitely slowing down here for Toronto. 12 minutes left to go in the period. 1:15 on the power play. Leafs are having a hard time getting it set up. Nylander going to play this one down low. Nyes coming around behind the net. Going to play this one back up top. At least it looks like Nyes. Can't see the number. Who is that over there? Over to Nylander. Nylander and Ekman Larson playing catch. Nylander down low. Bump pass to Nyes. Couldn't get the shot off. Back up to Nylander. Nylander to Tavares. To Nylander. Willie. Looking, can't go to Nyes. Ekman Larson shoots. That one is kicked aside. Ekman Larson back with it. Down in the corner. Trying to center it to Nyes. Can't put that one in. Right moves there by Toronto, and Horvat is going to get this one out and all the way down the ice. Morgan used to be a good D-man. Absolutely. He was a very good D-man. But the problem is he just, for whatever reason, kind of started going downhill, and all players hit that, right? Joshua to Domi, that's going to be chipped up, comes around behind the net. Back over to Joshua. Joshua trying to cycle it to Robertson. That one is taken away, and the Islanders going to move it up. 5 seconds to go on the power play. Coming through again, the Islanders shorthanded with a chance, and Wall with a big save as Pajot is right there. The Crow is advertising the penalty box. Is there? Yeah, right, pickleball. Hey, B. Disney, how's it going? Welcome in. But yeah, I'm sure Austin Matthews is absolutely livid. And part of it is a cultural thing, right? It's the way this team is structured, and I hate to say it, but Ryan O'Reilly called it out a couple of years ago. One of the reasons he didn't want to come back is that he didn't feel like this team was well connected. And we've seen it several times now. Here's the Islanders with a shot off the draw. Power play has expired, right? We've seen it where somebody gets bumped or knocked hard and nobody stands up for them. And when it's your captain, that speaks volumes. Oh, we got a high stick. High stick. Anthony Duclair took one in the face. So he's looking, is he bleeding? I don't see any blood. But it's just going to be 2. Anthony Duclair takes one up high, so the Islanders going to go right back to the power play. So just to finish that thought, as it was Brendan Carlo that gets the stick up, kind of caught him across the lip. So Matthews gets taken out. Nobody steps up. We've seen the picture. Nylander was like staring at him. Riley says he didn't see it. Nobody does anything. So if I'm Matthews, I'm like, what the hell, guys? I'm your captain, and you guys don't come and stick up for me. So to me, that's got to really set his mind, his temperature. He may not want to come back. This coming in front, quick shot, digging, they score again. The Islanders put it in on the power play. Just like that, that took 2 seconds, and it's going to be Richie again. What a game Richie is off to. What a start. 2 power play goals. Unbelievable. This one just bringing it, a little pass, back door, pulling the rebound in. Nobody on him. Richie had all day at the side of the net. Stetcher was watching Shen. McCabe had to swing over. Joss couldn't get there. The Islanders, Stetson, they're doing it for you. Stetson, Richie scored. He pointed right at the camera and he said, Stetson, this is for you. No, he didn't. That is absolutely wild. Richard, I think U.S. will probably win today. Listen, not a knock against Venezuela. They beat Italy, who was undefeated. But I think, I think the U.S. will win in a big way tonight. Islanders bringing it back over the line. Toronto going to intercept. They're going to put this one out. Coming down is Nylander. Willie, backhand pass across, and that's in the glove. So remember, before the Olympic break, Matthews and the Maple Leaf management got together and had a conversation, and they discussed, the whole situation. And at that time, both were committed. The Leafs were committed to Matthews. Matthews was committed to the Leafs. And after this whole shenanigans, they said, hey, we'll talk about it further in the offseason. But I'm sure there was some hotheads saying a whole lot of things. So we'll see how that situation is going to play out. Here's Larson off the draw. It's going to be shot and deflected at a play. Hey, Kevin, what's going on? Welcome in. They're going to commercial break yet again. Welcome in. If you are just joining us, thanks for being here. Make sure you hit that like button. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe as well. Cheers, everybody. If you're watching on Team Replay and you've just scrolled across to this point, welcome in and make sure you join us live for most games. Oh boy. I won St. Patty's green shirt at casino 3 days ago, washed it, folded, put it in my drawer, and if I wore it today, I would get $50. Nice. You can't find it anywhere. That's really funny, Pete. Go find that shirt. Get your money. Leafs lost structure. Leafs have, there's a lot. But this is such a different style of game than the last couples they've played. Right? Against Minnesota and against Buffalo, it was a high-speed game. There was a lot of energy. The energy is very low here. Very low. It doesn't help that you've given up 2 power play goals early. We got less than 10 minutes to go in the first period, and this certainly is problematic for this team. That's right, Kevin. Draisaitl out for the rest of the season. Very unfortunate for the Oilers. Right, and the Oilers, they're sitting in an okay spot right now, 3rd in the Pacific. However, if all of a sudden they start losing games, they could drop. So hopefully the Oilers will be okay without Uncle Leon. Very unfortunate situation. So we'll go over all the standings and the positions and all that fun stuff at intermission. Hey there, Jeff. Welcome in. Last year on this day, I won a St. Patrick's hockey puck from you. There you go, B. Disney. That's right. I forgot. Hey, man, what's going on? Leafs win. We'll see. Here we go. Back from commercial break. Off the draw. Off the face-off. Tavares has this in the Islander zone. Tavares coming around to Riley with a shot looking for deflection. Michelli is there. Loose puck in front. They can't get it. Going to drive this one across. Back to the point. Working it down low. Back in the high slot with a shot. That one just misses. Good shot there by Nylander. Michelli behind the net. Going to give it over to Tavares. Tavares pushing off a defender. Leaves it for Riley. Riley bringing it over. This shot comes out. I was given a St. Pat's hat last year, but it is totally flat brim. Oh my goodness, pickleball Pat. I hate the flat brim hats. Can't do it. It has to have a little bend to it. Has to have that arch. The flat brims, I can't wear those. That's right, Vinny. Need the Leafs to win tonight to help out the Pens. So Nylander, Willie, the last couple of days, Nylander has been wearing no helmet during warmups. And that's funny. During where they're showing a clip in warmups, he fanned on a shot, and all the team was doing stick taps, making fun of him, teasing him for fanning on the shot in warmups. This down around at the side. Domi trying to get it free. Comes right in front of the net. Wall going to get his pad down. He's going to buckle up on that. And it was Andre Palat who got tripped up and fell face first into the ice. He got back up, though. Hard fall. Hey, 23rd, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome to the party. That's right, 2-0 already. The Islanders with 2 power play goals. Maple Leafs 69 allowed goals in the first period, and that's only the 5th most in the NHL. So they're not the worst at it. Hey, Thomas, welcome in. Here's a quick shot. This coming around behind the net over at the side. Leafs going to pick it up, passing it up to Nyes. Nyes going to carry, dumping it in, now giving chase. Trying to get around the defender there, coming after it. Does not work as Scott Mayfield is able to pick up the puck. Stolen away, quick outlet pass. That one doesn't connect. Here come the Islanders down the far side of the ice. New York into the zone. Long shot goes wide. Wall may have got a piece. It's going to come out of the zone. They put it back in, but it's an offside. So we get a face-off just outside the Toronto zone. Every goal you have to do a pitcher of Guinness. Dallas, this would be a very short stream if that was the case. A very short stream. It would probably only take one and I'd be on the floor. I would take Doug Armstrong for the Leafs' new GM or president over Trey. Yeah, and I mean, I wonder with him stepping down from Team Canada if that's what he's thinking, if he's looking to come take over some role in Toronto. I think Keith Pelly had mentioned previously he was not replacing presidents. He was going to kind of man that role for each team. But we'll see if that changes. This coming around, Toronto playing around with it too much in their own zone. Now they're going to get it out and down the ice. Islanders going to change up. Everybody's looking for the puck. Hits back in the Leaf zone. Riley going to pick it up, setting it down. The Canigas, nice, Mega. My son said, or a shot of green Kool-Aid. That would be more my speed. That would be more my speed, Lala. Putting this one down, but we got the green drinks today. We got the green bottles. That's the best that we can do. Here's a shot. Sorokin going to make the save. Islanders going to chip this one out. Toronto bats it out of the air. No high stick called. Going to play it up to Michelli. Michelli into the zone. Kind of lost the handle. It's taken away. Barzal getting it down the ice, and that's going to be an icing call. Hey, Bulldog, how's it going? Pronger, another rumor that's been going around right now. Reed, I have no idea who they are, but yeah, I'd be up for it. I'm up to collab with whoever wants to do a collab. Just have them reach out to me. Send me a DM. So face off. Toronto going to win this back. It goes right between the two defenders, coming all the way down the ice. Picking it up, Ekman Larson looking. You have to wait 25 minutes to drink a Guinness. Just put some green food coloring in some water. There you go. Travis, that's boring. There's no sugar there. With the goodest God as a punishment, all has top players worried. Yeah, there's a lot of conversations going on. You saw some guy named Connor McDavid came out saying the whole player safety needs to be fixed and redone. This off the draw, back to the point. Little dangle, quick shot, side of the net. Wall is down, loose puck, loose puck. Islanders couldn't get it. Pajot putting it in the corner. Toronto going to pick it out. They're going to get this one out. They have green Gatorade. That's true. That's true. This can be played up the middle. Toronto trying to get it back to the Islanders zone. They cannot. Ritchie trying to bring it into the Leaf zone. He cannot. And finally, the Islanders putting it around. Stetcher and Ekman Larson together here trying to play it out. Leafs going to go off the glass. Here's Lorentz. Lorentz, cross ice. Leafs going to dump this one in. Little bump here. Loose puck is sitting there. Nobody picked it up, and finally Holmstrom does. Plays it back, and the Islanders getting things set in their own zone. Here they come with speed on the far side of the ice. New York into the zone. The Isles looking to drop it back. Now they come deep, swinging it towards the front of the net. Can't connect there. New York spinning around. Let's go. Schaefer on the far side. Passing it across, Leafs taking into the corner, working hard in this corner. Shen is in there as well. Domi getting it out. Leafs putting it up to Knives. Domi is there, comes to Shen. Shen going cross ice. Schaefer spinning around with it. Here's Schaefer. He's going to put it over. Braden Shen fakes the shot, tries to slide it over. He cannot. Holy smokes. Getting it to the line. This one comes out. Schaefer ready to bring it right back in. He does. Nice pass across. Into the zone is Duclair. He's going to play it low. Islanders around over on the near side of the boards. Schaefer with it again. Schaefer all day going to go to the point, sending this one across. And Palat, he's going to play it in. Down around Cizikas. He's low, battling with Morgan Riley. Islanders doing a good job. Here's a one-timer. That one misses. They're all going to switch up. Toronto in trouble running around their own zone. Here's another shot. Big rebound, and Cowan can't get it. Islanders are still going. Long cross-ice pass to Cizikas. Puts it in the slot. Here's a shot. That one is blocked and goes aside. Leafs finally get it out and down the ice. They got to go change up. Being stuck on here for a minute and a half. That's a long time. Rio, how's it going? Welcome in. Since Tavares left. Well, they haven't been great. They're better this year, but they've had their challenges. They've had their challenges. I feel bad for Barzell. I feel like Barzell has kind of had some wasted years. Trying to get it out. Toronto, they are going to slide this one out and down the ice. Islanders firing it right back in. They're all over Toronto. Shots are 8-5. 4:10 left to go in this period. Here comes Robertson over to McCabe. Here's a one-timer by Michelli. Grew is there digging, and Sorokin is going to make the save. He's going to hang on to it. Hey there, Jerry. How's it going? Welcome in. Schaefer looks very young, Pickleball Pat. And that's right, Jerry. Toronto is wearing green. It's their St. Patrick's Day uniforms. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Stetson talking some trash. Love it. Another rumor going around is Matthews possibly going to Minnesota. Oh, I haven't heard that one yet. Just feasting on some corned beef and cabbage. There you go. Oh, I love me some corned beef. I had that, yesterday. Hey, Sam, what's going on? Welcome in. Big Islanders fan. Huge. Oh, boy. The Islanders, talk about someone trying to hang in there. The Islanders hanging on to that third spot in the Metropolitan. 81 points. A win today would tie them up with the Penguins. Oh, what's that? We got a raid. Randy coming in with the raid. The raid is here. The raid is here. Miss, welcome in. Let's go, Toronto. Randy, thank you so much. Appreciate that. And that was awesome. Yeah, Pittsburgh is in trouble. They could be caught today. That would be very interesting. The Islanders looking to get them. Toronto, will they help Pittsburgh or will they not? That is the question. Boston and Detroit also battling it out there. Columbus knocking on the doorstep. Columbus is 2 points behind Boston. Ottawa 4 points back. So the Senators have a chance. Lots of possibilities. That's okay. That's okay. When does the new season come out, Randy? It's the next couple days, isn't it? Get rid of the I, Bulldog. I agree. Go back to the 1-8. 1 versus 8 is the best. All right, let's crack open the other bottle here. Got to stay hydrated. Off the draw. The Islanders going to bring this one all the way out, all the way down to the Leafs zone. Good speed. Leafs Michelli trying to bat it out of the air, having some trouble. Tavares is going to grab it, but it's blown down due to a high stick. Need 100 points to make the playoffs in the East now. Yeah, which is crazy. Crazy. When you look at the same amount of points in the West, you're in a good spot. Lala had some Lutkas. Nice. Here come the Islanders again with a shot. Big rebound, trying to put it behind Wall. Wall had to be careful. The Islanders come close again. Nylander to Michelli. Michelli, back pass. Ekman Larson in his feet. He's going to put it over to Tavares. Wraps it around the boards for Michelli. Michelli up top to the point. Stetcher to Ekman Larson. Ekman Larson to Nylander. Willie, he's turning. Willie still with it now. Wheeling and dealing. Nylander trying to move forward. Nylander turning the corner. Drops it for Tavares. Tavares, toe drag, has it knocked off his stick. Stetcher going to keep this one in. Over to Ekman Larson. Back to Stetcher. Stetcher puts it to Michelli. Cross ice to Ekman Larson. Little pass to Nylander. That's deflected and is not going to go out. It hits the top of the glass and stays in. All the Leafs thought it was going out. The Islanders coming 2-on-1. Broken up. Stetcher with a nice stick play, but the Islanders still got a chance. The Leafs going to get this one out of their own zone. Oh, we're going to be keeping our eye on both. We're going to be keeping our eye on both. That's for sure. Domi coming in. Domi cycling, centering in front. Ooh, that was close. Pelech trying to pick this one up. Leafs stopping it at the line. 2:22 to go here in period number 1. Cowan going over, going to send it in back over to Cowan. Cowan for Nyes. Nyes to McCabe with a shot. It's knocked down. Nyes trying to get there again. This is going to come back out. The tank is back on. The tank is back on. This back to up top. Sending it down low to Cowan. Cowan, he can't get there. Islanders going to flip this one high. They're going to get it out. Knocked down by McCabe. McCabe bringing it right back in. Ran into Cowan, and he's going to play it low. 9-7 the shots are now, but the Islanders have had the better chances. Nyes is digging it out of the corner. Domi is there. Riley keeps it in. This goes over to the far side. Islanders get it out and all the way down the ice. That should be an icing call, and it is. 1:33 to go. Hey, Leslie, welcome in. CNL, how's it going? I'm doing very well, thank you. You're getting closer to that pick. Yeah, Domi definitely has not been what we need from him to be. Right, Domi has certainly not been what we need him to be. But the Islanders are coming close again. Waller keeping things in. So, Donald, the Blue Jays didn't actually trade Bo. Bo Bichette was a free agent, and he signed on his own. He left to go sign. So, Jays had no choice in that. Here comes the Maple Leafs up over the line. Grew trying to bring this one in. It's going to be offside again. Your suspension list, I say, I'll take a look, Rick. I will take a look. Good thing the Leafs playing North Stars. We wouldn't know it, right, Pete? Could you imagine? Bo Grew, 3 goals in 4 games. Has been pretty good for this youngster coming in here. And we will be checking into the World Baseball Classic. That one gets going at 8 o'clock, so we'll be seeing what happens there. Here come the Islanders. Going to play this one up. Charles going to knock it down out of the air. Long pass. That one doesn't connect. It's going to be another icing call. Awesome, David. Yeah, David, I got it packaged up. Actually, right here. Well, you can't see it. Right here. So that will be going out as soon as I go over to the mailbox. But all set to go. So we'll get that out and should have it in a couple of days, depending on how efficient our mail is. Hey, Tyler, welcome in. Going to play this one around. Toronto trying to come through. All right, Leslie, take care. Yeah, exactly, Dallas. This coming around all the way down. Another icing call. Holy icing calls, Batman. A lot of icings here in the last few minutes of this one. Road Warrior, how's it going? Sorokin having a nice game. He hasn't really been tested tough. Waller has had a number of tough shots. He's had to move pretty quick on. Back to the point for Nylander. Nylander across. Here's a shot. That's tipped just wide. Back in the corner. Leafs trying to bounce it off the boards, trying to come out. I don't know why this widget does this every time we get to the end of a period. Back around Pelech trying to center it out. Islanders with it. Barzal just going to flip it up and down the ice. Toronto going to knock it away. Morgan Riley gives it away. 15 seconds to go. Islanders in front. What a toe save by Joseph Woll with 11.5 seconds to go. Toe save. That was a close one. Very, very close one. The snow doesn't stop, Dallas. It just keeps going and going and going. But a nice save here. A ricochet, and Waller just got that pad out. Wow. That was a close one. All right, let's go. It's almost time for intermission. Off the draw, Islanders coming back. Little pass across with a shot. Woll with another big save. And this is going to come down the ice. 2-1. And they're going to blow icing with 0.8 seconds to go on the clock. They were hoping, you could tell the linesman was hoping it was going to run out. But 0.8 seconds left to go. Schaefer getting some shots. Here we go. This will have to be a quick one. Puck is dropped. They scramble. And the horn goes. First period comes to an end. 2-0 is the score for the Islanders. Ouch. Ouch. Welcome in if you are coming in. Make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe as well. Didn't go the way we hoped this first period would. That is for sure a very, very tough first period. 11 shots for the Islanders, 8 for the Maple Leafs. Islanders, the better record in the faceoff circle at 55.6 today. They've won 15 of 27. 2 for 2 on the power play. Leafs are 0 for 1. 8 hits for Toronto, only 2 for New York. New York with 4 block shots. Excuse me. Toronto only with 2. 6 giveaways for the Islanders, 5 giveaways for the Maple Leafs. Maple Leafs just wasn't a great period. Braden Shen opened up the scoring on the power play from Ritchie and Barzal. Ritchie also got his 9th. It was a power play goal from Barzal and Schaefer. So Schaefer picking up an assist here today. Let's take a quick hop over at the scoreboard. Bruins and Canadians, they are tied at 1. Oh, pardon me. Excuse me. I told you I'm tired. Hey, Greeny, what's going on? Welcome in. Did you have a St. Patty's Day dinner? No, I didn't. We weren't overly that hungry, so just a little pasta. Just a little pasta tonight, but welcome in, Greeny. Bruce, how's it going? Welcome in. Did I tell you that I think Gudis got... Oh, he got off very light. CNL Bo Grew is playing indeed, for sure. I heard Fortnite season may start Friday or Thursday. Okay, nice. All right, for the 2 goal scorers in the Boston-Montreal game, Nick Suzuki from Slafkovsky and Caulfield, Zaka from Pasternak and McAvoy. The Blue Jackets are up 2 on the Hurricanes. Mason Marchment from Coyle and Fantilli, and then Coyle from Fantilli and Werenski. Wild are up 1-0 over Chicago. Ryan Hartman, the goal there. Ooh, excuse me. I don't know why I'm yawning so much today. I apologize. And that's it for the scores. The World Baseball Classic Finals. Pitchers Ed Rodriguez versus Nolan McLean. That one's coming up at 8 o'clock, so we'll be keeping an eye on that one as we go. Thursday is the last day of the season. Gotcha. Thank you, Randy. Not a good period at all. Aiden, thank you so much for the follow. Very, very tough period. Krusty, what's up? Welcome in. Pretty late for this one, but I'll see the score, and I feel like I've been here for months. That's right, 2-0. Almost as bad as when we let him go. It is pretty bad. Am I a fan of these jerseys? I do like these jerseys. Hey, Theo Sam Eagle, welcome in. I do like these jerseys a lot. They look really, really nice. The green and white there, sweet. Because the Jays not tried to keep him. So they tried, but he had no interest in staying here. He got offered a lot of money, and he went and took the money. The Jays were not prepared to offer him the kind of money the Mets did. Hey, Jamaica Dave, welcome in. Wow. Got to wake up here a little bit. Get the energy going. Oh boy. Yeah, this was not a good period here for Toronto at all. We don't talk about Bo. There is no Bo. Maple Leafs got to play better than this, but it depends on how you look at the Maple Leafs. Hey, Rissies, welcome in. Did I miss him? Did I miss my favorite polar bear? Welcome in. Cookie Monster, welcome in as well. You need to dance to get the yawns out of the system. It's true. You know what? Work was work today. Work was work. It was a long day. So it's just getting to me, hitting me. Good uniforms will work the best when you have good players in them. So that's how it works. Oh my goodness. I've been wrong this whole time. I've Green River Soda at St. Patty's Day. There you go. Got to do it. Donald, a lot of things have to go their way, right? They had a lot of guys have pretty much career years last year. They were the best team in baseball over July and August. They'll need a lot of things to go their way. Can they do it? Yes. But it's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be hard. Neely, what's going on? Welcome in. Oh, Neely, I've forgotten that a long time ago. I came to that realization. The Leafs were not going to get there, and that's okay. As long as we get our draft pick. The Leafs will probably do their thing where they miss the playoffs and lose out on the draft pick. Would you compare the Jays situation with Bo to Marner? Absolutely, Travis. Absolutely. Bo Bichette to Mitch Marner. Very, very, very similar. Grace in the email. Oh, David, it is my pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you, Blake. Welcome in. I will tell you, the difference is with the Mitch Marner situation, clearly there was some collusion going on, right? Marner was talking to Vegas players at the All-Star game in Vegas about what it's like to live in Vegas and what it's like being in Vegas. And there was just so many signs that was like, clearly there were some kind of conversations going on that shouldn't have been going on. And for whatever reason, they came to this agreement where they would do the trade, and at least Toronto was able to get something, right? They traded the rights for Marner, and they were able to get something. So it is nice to see that they got something. And listen, at the end of the day, they took Nick Waugh and they turned him into a first-round pick for next year. So we'll take it. It's something. The way the draft lottery works, is tanking really a play anymore, right? It's not a guarantee. That's for sure. It's not a guarantee. Yeah, Joshua, I know that's not tampering, but it's a telltale sign that he clearly has no interest in staying here. And I'd be willing to bet there were other conversations taking place that we just don't know about. And I think when push came to shove, they were willing to make this move, and they kind of helped us out in a way. Whereas Bo Bichette was doing all the right things. Marner never said, "Hey, I want to come back." Marner never even really said, "Hey, I love being here." He was saying, "I'm thankful for my time in Toronto, and I'm thankful for this, and I was glad to be here." But he never gave any indication in the slightest that he was coming back, at least that I recall. Whereas Bo Bichette, all signs kind of pointed to him, "Oh, I want to come back. I want to play in Toronto, yada, 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 yada." And it was just a money thing, right? Listen, Bo Bichette was an elite hitter, but his fielding left a lot to be desired. And truth be told, Andreas Jimenez is a much better fielder, much better defensively, but not nearly as well as the bat. So when you look at Bo, you got to decide, are we going to dish out all this money for his hitting and have the fielding be suspect? So it was a tough place to be in. Oilers got so many first picks over the years. The only one that really did. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Kevin. With that being said, could you see the Jays end up in the same situation as the Leafs? We try for another. Yeah, I mean, listen, it'll be a good opportunity for them for sure. Hey, Ottawa Senators fan, not surprised. Nope, not at all. The thing with Bo is he's a great clutch hitter. That's true. That's true. But it's a lot. Like the Mets gave him a lot of money, and we'll see during the season if it was the right call or not. Situation as a Leafs where we try. I mean, I think they'll have another good run. Listen, the Blue Jays ultimately. Hey, Bruce. The Blue Jays ultimately, they will need Kirk to have again a huge summer. They will need Ernie Clement and these guys to have monster summers. What they did last year is certainly going to be tough to replicate, right? All these guys having monster years the same year. The pitching was okay. You know, they blew a lot of games though. They didn't close a lot of games well. So maybe that's an area where if it's improved and their pitching looks a little better. So if their pitching is better and they can close out games, but maybe they don't hit as well as they did, maybe the pitching offsets that. So there's a lot that can happen. And certainly they have to be in that conversation, right? They definitely have to be in that conversation, but it's hard. You know, getting to the championship round of any sport is extremely difficult. Extremely difficult. And to do it multiple years in a row, it's crazy. Hey, Dave's Disney Dreams. What's going on? Welcome in. Daniel, hello there. Happy Tuesday. Let's see. Kevin, did you say something bad? I heard the Jays found their new bow, which is Varsho. Listen, Varsho is looking really good. Addison Barger looks like he bulked up a lot. So, you know, he could get some hits. Listen, when you have a guy who leads the league in singles and doubles, that's not easily replaceable. But if everybody else can start hitting consistently, and it's the clutch hitting, as was mentioned, that is hard to replace. And if you can get guys contributing, they'll be okay. They'll be okay. It's the same when it goes for hockey. We got Hall, Eberle, Yakupov. That's right. Wasn't Ryan Nugent Hopkins up there as well? But yeah, Yakupov was a bust. Jordan Eberle, I like Jordan Eberle, but never really developed into what he should be. And when you see this with number one picks all the time, right? Remember, Lafreniere was supposed to be all that in a bucket of chicken, and he did not amount to be what everyone expected him to do. He certainly is better now. Slafkovsky was supposed to be outstanding. Slafkovsky taken number one. Shane Wright was supposed to be taken number one, and he's kind of been miserable. Slafkovsky has certainly grown into and improved. So when you're the number one pick, it doesn't guarantee you're going to be a superstar. But man, it's when those don't pan out, it hurts. It hurts for sure. Listen, everyone, when the Leafs took Austin Matthews, everybody was like, why didn't you take Patrick Laine? Laine is the better player. You should have taken Laine, right? Laine played with a chip on his shoulder saying, I'm going to make the Leafs feel bad. You should have taken me. Well, look at that situation. Glad we stayed away from Laine's. Having the Japanese guy from the Jays, haven't heard much of him. He's still there, Otto. He's still there. He was playing in the tournament, in the World Baseball Classic tournament. So he'll be returning to the Jays. Everybody will be coming back this week and getting set because what is it? A week Friday, the regular season gets going. A week Friday, which is awesome. Win a couple, will you? We don't want them to. We want them to lose a couple. We want them to move down there, Colin. We want them to move down a little bit. Wright kind of said the same, that they'd regret not. Yeah, he did. And boy, I mean, I feel bad for him. I honestly thought it would take a couple years of him playing juniors, and maybe there's still a chance. Maybe there's still a chance that Shane Wright comes back. I was secretly hoping when I heard they were doing that deal with Seattle, I kind of hoped we would have got Shane Wright coming back. I hoped Leafs were going to get a couple of draft picks and Shane Wright, and I think that would have been a steal. Gausman jersey will be delivered on the 17th. There you go. Get your Gausman jersey. Kevin Gausman announced as the starting pitcher for the Blue Jays, the home opener, at the season opener, which will be great. be really, really solid. Happy to see Gosman getting that honor yet again. Let me scroll back here a little bit. With the way the draft lottery works, tanking is a logical play. It certainly is, but again, it's not a guarantee. We've seen teams get burned before. I have no idea where Yakupov ended up. Let's take a look. There's a few guys like Yakupov that have kind of disappeared off the face of the planet. Let's see. Yakupov. Do we return to the KHL? Do we have an update? In Yakupov continued his career in the KHL and is securing a 1-year contract with a Chinese-based club, Kunlun Red Star, on August 2024. He was traded back to the Avangard Omsk November 16th, 2024, after 27 games for the Red Star. So who is the average Omsk? So he certainly has bounced around a little bit. Oh, at the conclusion of his contract. So yeah, between the KHL and a Chinese-based club, Nail Yakupov has certainly been bouncing around in the 24-25 season. So there's no stats for him this year. In the 24-25 season with the Kunlun Red Star, he had played in 27 games, had 7 goals, 4 points, 4 assists for 11 points. Going back to the Avenged Omsk, 43 games played, he had 38 points, 17 goals, and 21 assists. So poor Nail Yakupov. Poor Nail Yakupov. Man, let's talk about somebody who did not pan out. 5'11", 190 pounds. Yikes. First overall pick in the 2012 draft to the Edmonton Oilers. And that one was a big ouch. That one was a big ouch. He wasn't horrible for the Oilers. He only played 4 seasons. 17 goals. 17 goals was the max he scored, and that was in his rookie year. The rest was all downhill. He has 13 goals and 40 assists, 53 points with the Owen Sound attack. There you go, Joshua. So yeah, tough go for Nail Yakupov. The name was there, but Yakupov busted. Yep, Jojo, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. NHL said they were going to crack down on losing on purpose for the #1 pick. I don't know how you really can crack down on it. I mean, let's be honest. I don't think Toronto is tanking at all this year. I just think they're that bad. But I don't think these guys really and truly do tank. I don't think they're pulling out all their top guys and, I don't think they're really losing on purpose. Steve, I think the U.S. is going to take it. And I'll be honest, I think the U.S. is going to take it easily, in my opinion. Elite prospect Karen Nancy was voted the most improved OHL in Western Conference. Oh, let's take a look. See here. Harry Nancy. Let's see. Pull this up here. His last 5 games, he's got an assist. Last 10 games, he's got 7 points in his last 10 games. Holy smokes. 18 years of age, 6'3", 180 pounds. He's a big boy, got good size. He's going to put on some weight for sure. The Owen Sound attack. 53 points in 64 games. Yeah, much improved. In 24-25, in 67 games, he only had 7 goals, 23 points. This year, 25-26, 64 games, he's got 13 goals and 53 points. The only downside, he's a -13. Now, I don't know. I haven't really looked at the standings. I don't know if Owen Sound is a good team or not, but yeah, he's pretty much doubled up his numbers. Looks pretty good. And he's a big boy. So that's awesome. All right, we are getting set for period number 2. Schaefer's gotten a point. He's got 1 assist on the day. Hoping to get more. The Leafs trying to find their way to the scoreboard. Richie's having a heck of a game tonight. He's got a goal and an assist. So a lot of happy parents here for St. Paddy's Day. Let's get things started. Period number 2. That's right, Chris. Go Leafs, go. Let's play some hockey, shall we? Off the opening draw, Islanders going to win this one, putting it right down into the Leaf zone, down in the corner. Hey, Jonathan, welcome in. Owen Sound is in the playoffs. Leafs, Stetcher over the line, dropping it for Grew. Grew taking a shot. That one hits a leg. Stetcher going to go back. Robertson trying to pull it out of his feet in the corner, pushed up along the boards, trying to get this one in. Big, tough battle. Grew can't get there. Held in just at the line. That's onside, boys. And Pajot going to get there. Islanders going to play this one out. Down into the Toronto zone, playing it around the boards. Coming out of the zone, back around, and the Islanders right back in. Your thoughts on... So, Joshua, I have to watch the clip myself. I didn't watch it earlier because work was so crazy, but I saw the quote. Pretty much George Parros saying that they're fine. They have great people on their team, and they do a good job. I want to watch the full press conference myself. But I think he's a goof. He's got to go. Listen, I had really good people on my team, but sometimes good people doesn't mean they do good work. Going to play this one out over the line. Here comes Toronto. Busting over the line. I've had that in my career many a times, right? I've been involved with groups of very good people. But if they don't do good work, that's not great. Kufenstein. Here comes Horvat walking in. He goes off the bar. Well, Horvat coming close to Leafs. Over to Nylander. He shoots. And a nice save. Takes a whack. The arm goes up. And the referee is shaking his head yes. So the Islanders are going to go to the box. A power play coming up here for Toronto is Adam Pelech. He's going to take it. Was it a hook? Was it a slash? This was... Yeah, it's a slash on the hands. Got to call that. Leafs have been burned by that a million times, so good to see it getting redeemed. Oh, we've been slimed. Oh, we've been slimed. Mega dropping the ooze on the stream. Hope the Marlies make the playoffs still without Bo. Yeah, 23rd. And that's a big loss. That's a big loss for them. Hey, Vi, what's going on? Welcome in, buddy. 2 minutes on the clock on the power play for the Leafs. All right, we got to put the dream. We're going to bring out the power play drink, get the Gatorade going. Islanders off the draw, going to ring it around the boards and down the ice. All right. Yes, coming down. Leafs trying to set it up in the zone. That gets blocked away. Pajot coming down. Penalty coming up for Toronto. Here's a shot right on. And now the Leafs are going to go to the box. Vi. Welcome. Vi. My rook. The rookie Vi. Thank you so much for membership. About time. No, I appreciate it, my friend. I appreciate it. Canuckle, what's going on? No word yet if Matthews needs surgery. They said it'll be about 2 weeks. So we still have a little bit of time to wait. Dakota Joshua goes to the box for holding. Hey there, Norm. Welcome in, buddy. Hope you're doing all right. 80 likes, getting close to that 100 marker. Hit that thumbs up. Let's go, go, go. Hope Colorado wins the cup. Ottawa Senators. They have a very good chance. They're a solid team. Here we go. 4-on-4 hockey for a minute, 25 seconds. Nylander going to bring it in. Has it taken away by Susie. Isles going to put it around behind the net. Long pass up the middle. Over to Shen. Shen into the zone. Shen stopping, popping, feeding it back to the point. walking right up the middle. Here's a shot off the boards, looking for the rebound. Islanders coming close. Hooey. This is going to be chipped out. Here comes Willie. Willie trying to go. He feeds it across to Tavares. Bats it just wide. So Tavares with a chance, 4-on-4. JT with it. Leaves it for Ekman Larson. Slides it through the middle. Everybody had pulled away, and they're going to back it up. My wifey's team, the Oilers, lost Draisaitl. I know. I couldn't believe that when I saw that today. Poor Leon. Sending it around. Here come the Islanders. Working it to the middle of the ice. Horvat going to spin away. He's going to flip it over to Barzal. Matty B is going to back it up. He's going to drop it off to Schaefer. Schaefer bringing it in the zone. Leaving it for Barzal. Barzal, side of the net, goes behind the net. Barzal behind. He's going to play this one up to Pulock in the middle with a shot for Horvat. Just teed off on it. Wall got a piece. Still coming. Islanders setting it up. Leafs not being overly aggressive. Schaefer with it. Schaefer pulling around. Schaefer, he's going to turn back. Still keeping it in the zone. Coming off the bench. A little pass. Here's a shot. That one goes just wide. So a quick power play for the Islanders. 13 seconds ago. Leafs going to bring it off. Here they come. Matthew Nyes trying to slide it over to Riley. That one doesn't connect. 5 seconds to go. And then we'll be all even back to 5-on-5 hockey. Nothing doing. Joshua's back out on the ice. Schaefer is so good with that puck control. Really, really good. Hey, Connor, welcome in. Yeah, Draisaitl out the rest of the regular season. So there's a chance he could return in the playoffs. But we just don't know yet. Back in the corner. Here's a quick shot, and they score. Was that Steven Lorentz? So Steven Lorentz is going to turn and fire it home. Steven. A little broken up play. Lorentz coming in on the forecheck. Yarncroke is in there digging. Grew digging as well. Leaves it for Lorentz, and he just shoots it. And you know what? I don't know if Sorokin actually sees this. Beats him just on the right side. A nice job by Steven Lorentz, the fourth line, coming through. And Grew should get an assist on that one. So happy for Lorentz. It's been a little while. 30 games it's been for Lorentz. 30 games. This playing it back in the Leaf zone. 2-1 now. The Islanders have the lead. Carlo gets hit in the boards. Coming over to Pelech. Bo Grew does get the assist, so his point streak continues. Back to the line. Setting it up. Islanders are good this year with Schaefer. Yeah, Schaefer looks real good. Hey, Paul Uzi, what's going on? Welcome in. Hello from Mars. Well, hello from Earth. Bo Grew. He's great. He's been playing really, really well. Just a little touch pass, and Lorentz just turning and shooting. Just turning and shooting. That is pretty darn good. I don't think I've ever had a Shamrock Shake. I must have. I'm sure I've had a Shamrock Shake. I'm sure. The amount of garbage I've eaten, I'm sure over my years I've had one. Yes, Ottawa. I would love to see the Nylander brothers playing together as well. Trying to get this one out. The Leafs again going to start to move it forward. In the zone, here comes Grew again. Takes a shot. That one gets blocked. Islanders going to go high off the glass. Racing down, was trying to take it away, was Palat. We got a whistle. Offside. A very late offside call. Late offside whistle. So Stevie Lorentz. Always good to see the depth scoring coming through. Welcome in. If you're joining us. A lot of people dressed up for tonight's game. Always happy to see. Even some people sitting in the lower bowl dressed up. Bo's more visible than 23rd. You're not wrong. Here comes Schaefer, going to chip this one in. He's going to beat Ekman Larson to the corner. Eki going to put him up hard into the boards. Centering in front, here's a shot right on. Wall with a nice save. Toronto going to turn, start to move this one up. Hey, Dan, welcome in. Stetcher hits that red line, going to dump it in. This around behind the net. Big tie up. Going to play this one across. The Islanders swing it. They're going to get it out. Toronto trying to bring it right back in. Taking it away. Holmstrom trying to get the return feed from Duclair. That doesn't work. Duclair in there. Holmstrom digging. Shen is there as well, waiting. Going to cycle around behind the Leaf net. McCabe going to play this one back across. Long outlet pass. Here come the Maple Leafs into the zone. Over to Nylander. Willie. He's going to turn back. Nowhere to pass it to. Willie loses it at the line. And Nylander does this a lot, where he circles around and loses it at the line. Long pass. Willie going to break this one in, trying to settle the puck down. Nylander putting the boards, but he still has it. Willie still going. Puts it back to McCabe. McCabe doesn't shoot. Now he does. Nice save. Big rebound. Domi's going to get it. Domi tries to go back to McCabe. McCabe has to pick it down. It hit a stick and went high in the air. Look out. Nylander fanned on it again. Willie putting in the middle for Myers. It comes out over the line. Islanders going to work it up. Racing back is Philly Myers, and that's going to be an icing call against the New York Islanders. Wow. Yeah, well, Wild have been very good. I would like them to be Palooza. I don't know if they actually are, considering that they've been picking up points over the last couple of games. But they that would be nice if they would. Get a little closer towards the bottom. This off the draw. Toronto going to put it down low. Behind the Islander net, trying to bank it out and come in front. That didn't work. New York, Barzell going to play it across. Long outlet pass, and the Islanders put it into the Leafs zone, but Leafs do have control. An outlet pass, that one doesn't work, comes down, and it's going to be, oh, no icing, no icing. One of the areas Toronto has really struggled, in my opinion, has been their breakout passes. They've been really ugly. Really ugly. So that's going to be up and out of play after a long shooting. Zach, it was Steven Lorentz. He's got the goal for the Maple Leafs. They're going to take a commercial break, a little pause for the cause. Let's check in. Anything with the World Baseball Classic? No, they haven't started yet. Okay. They have not started yet. So it's a big one tonight. The U.S. versus Venezuela. And I did not have either of these two teams in my final bracket. Is Domi at Patio Flanagan's drinking a green beer? He may be after the game. Oh, St. Patty's Day. I don't mind these Leaf jerseys, though. I'll be honest with you. I like them. The problem I have when they do a lot of these kind of one-time jerseys is I kind of feel like it's almost just a cash grab. It's like, let's design a new jersey for X occasion, and we're only going to wear it once a year or twice a year, and then we'll sell a whole bunch of them. You know, that drives me nuts. At least this design has been the same for the last couple of years. I know there's been some variations of them, but yeah, I don't know. They're nice and all, but I don't know if I would get one or not, to be honest. It is a cash grab. And I mean, all the teams do it, right? All the teams do it. They have, first it was just the third jerseys, a pot of gold. First it was just the third jerseys, right? Everybody had their third jersey. And then there became the alternate. So they had the home away, their third jersey, their alternate jersey. Then now their special occasion jersey, and then this version and that version. There's like 8 different versions of a jersey a team will wear over the course of a year. Some of them have been really cool. Some of them have just been downright nasty. Remember, was it the Dallas Stars that had that glow in the dark green? It was crazy. Yeah, Meg, I got it on over my shoulder. That glow in the dark green was just nasty. Whoever thought that was a good idea was not right. DV8, a must-win game. A must-win game for the Islanders. It's bad. It's too bad Matthews had to get... Yeah, I know. I feel really bad for him. And that, an MCL injury is a nasty injury, too. Did the Nylander brothers play for Toronto at the beginning of the year? Yeah, so they haven't played together on a line. William Nylander and Alex Nylander. Alex Nylander has been playing for the Marlies. He did play preseason for Toronto, but they never played together. And I think that was a mistake. It would have been so good to put them together. I would love to see that. All right, Toronto off the draw, going to win it. Playing around with it, almost bobbled it. 12 minutes to go here in period number 2. The crowd is completely asleep. The crowd is super quiet here. And there's very little energy on the ice, it feels like. This is just a slow-motion game. Tavares can't handle the puck. Going to be taken away from him. 2-on-1, the Islanders coming in. Little back pass shot. That's going to go wide. Just wide. Whoops. All right, middle of the first inning, nothing doing at the top. So we're going to go to the bottom of the first for Team USA as they're going to come up to bat. Here comes Toronto trying to play through Michelli down in the corner. Quick shot, and that's going to be stopped. Turning around, here comes New York, the Islanders. Hitting that red line, just dumping it in, rolling it in. Alex Nealer only signed to AHL deal with the Marlies. Leafs would have... Yeah, that's right. They'd have to sign him to an NHL deal. It would be worth it. That's for sure. Susie going to throw this one all the way down the ice, in over the line. Ekman Larson, he's going to circle away with it. Yeah, Chris, it is such a slow-paced game. It's a little faster when they go to the on-ice camera, but... or the ice level camera, but holy smokes, this is slow. Yeah, they bring it across to Shen. Shen stopping, turning around. He's going to turn it over. Here comes Toronto, outlet pass. Calle Järnkrok, he's going to get put in the boards. The Islanders going to work it around behind their own net. Now they're going to pass it up. Toronto takes it away. They're going to keep this one in. Bo Grew, he's hustling. You know, they got to put a line together of Grew, Robertson, and Michelli. These three guys just go. I feel like they're going full speed all the time. Riley back to pick this one up. 10 minutes to go here in the period. Myers, long cross-ice pass, and that's going to be deflected out of play. Where is... So Bo Grew coming through. There we go. Fan got hit in the head with the puck as that one came out of play. Never like to see a fan get bumped. Situation critical. What's going on? Welcome in. Got money on Toronto. Good luck to you. Robertson is going to play this one away. Toronto going to pitch this one down the line. No shutout. No shutout. That's right. But he takes repeat offenders into consideration, but his 6 knee-on-knees on Matthews by Goodison. Yeah, Peros is... Well, Rick, a joke. And you were so short. I had to stand up. I think they still have Olympic hangover. That's right. This coming out flying down the ice. They're trying to take it away with Palat. He can't get there. Toronto going to work this one aside. Cowan with it now. Cowan, little flip across. Cowan coming in, trying to get it returned. He's going to drive in. Cowan, good pressure, getting bumped in the boards. Nyes is there as well. Schaefer giving him the business. Nyes going to go back around to Cowan. The cycle is on. Puck comes around behind the net. Schaefer with it, going to move this one up. Little reverse. Whoopsie daisy. Schaefer got to turn around. He has to go back and get there. Little outlet pass on the other side. It's tipped up and into the crowd again. You know, if they keep putting this puck into the crowd where there's no netting, soon they're going to announce netting all the way around. Oh, yeah, Bradley. Lots of time. Tons of time. All right, Aaron Judge is up here for Team US. Rodriguez delivering. Calls strike one. So Bobby Witt Jr. flied out. Bryce Harper popped out. And now it's the mutant, Aaron Judge. He's such a big man. Alex Nylander would be better than the Leafs bottom six. I think there's advantage having the Bros on the same team. I agree. I think it would be great. I think it would be great to have them. You're surprised Ekman Larson didn't get traded? Their ask for him was a very big ask, so I'm not shocked. But I'm glad he stayed. He's been one of our best defenders. Count is 2-1 now on Judge. It would take two of me to be as tall. Two, maybe three, Dallas. Oh, goodness. Strike two now. Four-seam fastball coming in on Judge. Count is 2-2 with 2 outs. Wow, my TV is like a whole pitch behind. Yeah, Jamal Schaefer's looking great today. He's looking great. I think Judge is like 8'2". He's so big. Yeah, Schaefer's been really good. He's looked solid tonight. And Judge called out on strikes. Strike three call. Nothing doing at the end of one. We're going to the top of two. Venezuela will be back up. So we'll be keeping our eye on the World Baseball Classic, seeing how that goes. Todd Schaefer, Matthew's dad in the house. He got himself some box seats. So Leafs off the draw, going to win it back. Carlo taking a shot on that. That one is caught. Shots are fairly close today. That'll be the 12th shot for the Maple Leafs. So 16-12. 9:07 to go. Why are you doing baseball when you're supposed to be doing it's hockey? Because I apologize. I don't know how to pronounce that. Al-Calf. We have a lot of people that are interested in the World Baseball Classic, so we're just keeping an eye on. It's the championship game tonight, so we're just keeping an eye on that. And a lot of the times here, we'll do multiple games in the same stream. So just trying to keep people informed in the world of sports. Here comes the Islanders. 2-on-2 into the zone. Trying to cut free. Drop pass, shot by Horvat. That one's going to go just wide. Horvat has had some good opportunities today. This back around in the corner. Trying to bring it through. Walking into the corner is Barzal. He has a chance. Can't put that one in. Barzal back to pick it up. Barzal turning. Barzal still with it. Barzal still turning. Cross ice pass. Going to put this in front. Looking for deflection. Wall is down. Puck is loose. It's turned over. That was a dangerous pass. Still keeping it in. Cross ice, back door. They score. Their 2-goal lead is restored. Emil Heineman is going to get that goal. Wow. Nice passing here by the Islanders. Toronto trapped in their own zone. Could not get the puck out. Barzal with an excellent job, really controlling this possession. And a one-timer. He threw his body at it. D'Angelo just puts this across to the face-off dot on the far side. And the one-timer is blown right by Emil Heineman, getting the goal, and some really nice puck movement by the Islanders. Wow. That was crazy. Holinka will be better than Cowan. Ooh. We'll see. Islanders kind of cough it up in their own zone. Toronto trying to center it. They can't get it around. Islanders getting it out. Domi picks it up in the neutral zone. He gives it away. Islanders coming right back in. Here's a long shot into the glove of Wall. He's going to make that save and hang on to it. If you're just coming in, welcome into the show. Thanks for being here. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, hit that like, and click that subscribe button. I got some in my eye. Click that subscribe button. It's free to do. We'd love to have you around. Leafs next game, they're off pretty much all week. They're back on Friday. So Leafs will be back on Friday. They play Friday and Saturday. So lots going on. Big break. No Leafs skating. Everyone's standing still. DV, everyone's standing still. They do that a lot. It's going to be chipped out. Leafs can't get it moving. Islanders trying to bring it right back in. Dumped in. Wall comes out to stop it. Wall is like, hey, guys, you want to come get the puck? Getting emotional. Yeah, I'm getting teary-eyed. Wow, I'm getting teary-eyed. This coming around behind the net. Toronto with this now. Little behind the back. Nice move here. Leafs in the corner. Back to the point. Back to the corner. Joshua sending it around. Grew is there. Grew and Robertson in the corner. They're bumping around. And Schaefer going to take it away. Schaefer is on the move. Going to cycle to the far side. Islanders sending it down the ice. Right at the blue line. Had to wait. They're offside. Going to bring it back to Schaefer. They finally come out. Going to put it right back in. Thank you so much, El Caf, for hitting that subscribe. And I know I'm butchering your name. I'm so sorry. But welcome in. Thank you for hitting that sub. I think every NHL team should have old school jersey. That I like, Ottawa. That I like for sure. Judges 6-7. Thank you, Joshua. Toronto putting it around. Back behind. Pelech. Going to rotate it over to Schaefer. Schaefer going to throw it up. And Quillen got a little slew foot on. Took Schaefer down. Can't believe Schaefer has about 1,000 people in the audience here tonight. That is crazy. Going to put this one across. Toronto working it in the corner near side. Puck is coming up on the boards. Back down. Quinlan is still battling in here. Jacob Quinlan, I'm glad he's getting a good opportunity this year. I like him a lot as well. Quillen and Grew could be around for the long stay next year. This back in the corner. It's going to come out around Yarncroke. Toronto chasing the Islanders as they're going to put it up. Big hit right around the red line. Carlo throwing a hit. Leafs going to back it up and dump it down. It was Casey Cizikas on the other side of that Carlo hit. Back around behind. Toronto going to steal it. Backhand right on. And a nice save by Sorokin. We got a penalty coming up. I believe the Maple Leafs are going to go back to the power play. And they're going to need to get one back as the Islanders scored to go up. 3 initials. I listen to you every game. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for listening in. I appreciate it so very much. I'm glad you came into the chat. Hey, Randall, welcome in. Still go Leafs. That's right, Randall. That's right. 3 initials. LCA Huff. All right, I'll just call you LCA. Or is it ICA? LCA, 1CA. I don't know. I'm brutal. Let's see here. It's so funny. Who's everybody's favorite Leaf? Nyzy Randall. Nyzy's a good pick. Nyzy's one of my favorites. I got his jersey just over here, but man, it's so hot in the house. I just can't wear the jerseys right now under these lights. Nyzy, though, definitely a great pick. He would be one of my favorites. I'm loving Bo Grew right now. I'm loving this kid. He's so good. Dude, making right decisions, right choices. So hopefully Grew will get a chance to stick around. I'm a Sam's fan. Meg, I appreciate that so much. Lawrence, okay, nice. Favorite is Domi. Favorite is Domi. You know, I have mixed feelings on Max. I certainly, my expectations for him to score a few more goals is much higher. I was kind of hoping Domi would be a 20-goal scorer. I still think he has the talent to do it, and it's going to be Casey Cizikas, who goes to the penalty boxes. He got the hook in on the hands of Matthew Nyes. Domi, he's a tough guy. He's a great skater, a really good skater, and sometimes he's a good passer. But yeah, I'd love to see Domi get a couple more goals. That would make me happy. At 3.7, it's not a ton of money invested in him, but he's still pretty good. You name your doggo Domi. That's awesome. Here it comes, Leafs side of the net, trying to jam it in. Tavares, Sorokin is down. Referee going to blow the whistle. I love that. Domi, that's a good dog's name. Yeah, probably because of his dad as well. I'd like him to shoot more. Yes, shooting more would be really, really good. He passes off opportunities when he should be shooting. Hey, Barry Colts fan, how's it going? Probably Freddie before he got traded. Freddie was good. Islanders going to put it around the boards all the way out and down the ice. Less than 5 minutes to go here in the second period. 3-1, Islanders have the lead. Hey, Barnell, welcome in. Schaefer having a nice game. Maple Leafs over to Nylander. Willie cutting in. Slow bounce pass across. Toronto trying to get it set up. They do have the man advantage here. They're standing around a little too much. It would be nice if they actually moved towards the puck. Tavares going to chip it over to Nylander. Willie behind the net. Willie is looking. Michelli over on the near side. Back over to Willie. Willie looking cross ice. That one gets away from Nyes. Tough pass. Nyes going to turn inside. Nyes dropping it off to Michelli. Michelli looking. So the problem is the Leafs make some nice passes, and then they kill all the momentum. They set up for a shot. They don't take the shot. Bro talks to the chat. I love it here. Usually get ignored. No, Randall, here we talk to everybody. The chat is a big part of the show here, and we really we appreciate everybody's opinions, and we try to engage as much as we can. If I had $50,000 right now, Randall, I appreciate that. Thank you. This coming around behind the net, Toronto on the move. Sometimes when the games get crazy, we obviously focus on the game, but we try to chat as much as we can. Ekman Larson sliding this one up. Joshua banking it off the boards, gives it away. New York shorthanded. 3-2-1. Power play has expired. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. The Islanders having the Leaf zone. Here's a quick shot. That one's going to get blocked. Domi, an outlet pass. Here's Cowan. Cowan looking for Domi. Giving it back. Domi walking in. Nice hands. Kind of runs into Carson Soucy. Turns the puck over. Cizikas going to turn the other way. Cizikas going to get put in the boards by Grew. Now hammer this one in. Let's go. Shameful how nobody stood up. Yes, here's a shot. Oh, a big save by Wall. Wall gets run over. And here comes the cross check. Morgan Riley giving it to an Islander in the corner for running over Wall. The Islander referee, get out of the way. You're blocking the camera. The gloves are down. Riley, he's got a hold. Oh, he takes a shot. Oh, another shot. Riley's trying to come over the top. Riley goes down. And Riley is not a fighter, but Riley standing up for his goaltender who kind of got knocked over in some stick taps on the boards. So Riley came right over, and this is because this is what you got to do, right? This is what you have to do. It was a nice shot. And it was McLean, 32, Kyle McLean, who cuts through the crease, and he bumps Joseph Wall. Not hard, but he spins him around, and he knew it right away. He kind of put his head up, and he went, ah. And he knew it was coming. Riley came right over, couple cross checks. He lets McLean stand back up, which I'll give him some respect, Morgan Riley. A lot of guys would have just started pummeling him while he's down. But Riley lets McLean get up. They talk. The gloves go, and there they go. So not a great tussle. I think Riley lost that fight, but good idea to step in there and get in there and get going. So that was good to see. It was very shameful, Barn. I think that's why we just got that response here from Riley. Trey is 1 of 3 goalies. Quinlan, second picks, a lot of cap space. It'll be interesting to see what they do. And I like Villeneuve a lot, Josh. I like Villeneuve a lot. That's right, Road Warriors. Super chats are certainly appreciated, but not required to be seen. So let's go. You move, ref. Get out of the way, ref. There must be something in the water in the West. Their games are never this slow. No, they are not, Dallas. I worked at a hotel beside MLG. There was a lot of Leafs that came through after games and practices. Dougie was super nice, as was Wendell. Oh, that's awesome. I love Maple Leaf Gardens. And those two, Dougie and Wendell, were the best. Dougie and Wendell helped us with our intro. Here they come, the Leafs. Leafs going to take it away. They were both so nice to do a You're Watching Samwelb. Dougie and Wendell, true class acts. We should get Sam on SportsCenter TSN. He can sit on the panel with Kevin and the boys, or ship you to the US. If I was sitting with well, actually, I don't mind, Kevin. If I was sitting there with Kelly Rudy, I might push him off his chair. I don't mind BXA. This coming across. Here's Barzell. Barzy going to work up down low. Barzell dragging this one around. He's going to feed this one back up top. Islanders on a power play. Here's a broken stick. Toronto going to try and get it out. Nyes has it. He's going to carry 2-on-2. Shorthanded. Myers is going to pinch up. He takes a shot. Sorokin going to make the save. Into with Biz and Gretz. You know, I'll be honest with you. Listen, Biz sometimes drives me absolutely bonkers, absolutely nuts. But I get it. He's a passionate guy. At Randall Love on CBC. Except the problem is, Lala, if I went on CBC, they'd censor what I talked about. You replace him. He don't know what he's ever talking about. Done deal then. Done deal. It's going to come around. Islanders, 35 seconds left on the power play. Pitcher's got a big butt. Oh, what a good movie. I can't remember. Was that Little Big League or Rookie of the Year? I think that was Rookie of the Year. Both are great movies. Good fun movies. Little pass in front. That one doesn't connect. Leafs going to dump it in. 17 seconds left to go on the power play. Did Rudy ever play with the Leafs? I can't remember him outside. No, not to my knowledge. Rookie of the Year. There we go. I always get those two mixed up. Rookie of the Big Year. Rookie of the Big Year. Rookie of the Year and Little Big League. This coming down. We need a good hockey movie like that. Leafs going to bring it up. Power play has expired. 38 seconds left to go here in the period. Driving this one down in the corner. Coming in here after it. Going to move it up. Icing is going to be called. So with 27.8 seconds to go, they're going to bring it down. So taking a quick look over at the WBC, U.S. and Venezuela, end of the second, no score. So moving right along. Let's go. I need the Leafs to get some points. I want this year's draft pick. PNZ wants him to cough it up. You got to know Alaba Younga. Nice, Joshua. Good pick. Good pick. I think we got Alaba as well. We have Slapshot. That's true. We do. So good. Nylander behind the net. 18 seconds to go. Leafs passing it around. Back to the point. It hops over Stetcher's stick. There's Slapshot, the Mighty Ducks. Now, I mean like a new version. A new version. This one over the line. Tavares with it. Turning, shooting. That one's going to be blocked. Little bit of a save. And the horn is going to go. Period. Has come to an end. 3-1 is the score. If you missed the goal scores in the second period, Steven Lorentz got his 5th from Bo Grew, and Emil Heineman his 19th from D'Angelo and Barzell. D3, which is the newest version. That's true. Lala, did you watch the Mighty Duck, the Disney Plus TV series? I think they've actually removed it off Disney Plus now. But the Disney Plus kind of Mighty Duck show was cheesy, but it was good. We enjoyed it. We enjoyed it. All right, let's do a little quick peek. Mystery Alaska 23rd. I actually just watched that about 2 weeks ago. Mystery Alaska, for me, is one of my favorite hockey movies. Absolutely love Mystery Alaska. I think Conway's getting old to play. Mystery Alaska, so good. It's just that movie. Just it's different, right? So awesome. All right, I will let you guys in. I will let you guys in on a story about a hockey show. Taking a look, just a second. Canadian and Bruins 2-2 in that one. So we got a couple more goal scorers. Pavel Zacha and Josh Anderson. Blue Jackets now, wow, 4-1 over the Hurricanes. Sveshnikov, Danton Heinen, and Matchak getting the extra goals there. 3-1 now, the Wild over the Blackhawks. Marcus Johansson, Lois Creever, and Vladimir Tarasenko picking up the goals. Predators and Jets tied at ones. Eric Howla and Josh Morrissey, the goal scorers there. Shorzy is so good. Not Shorzy. I got to look this up because I forget what it was called. It was older. What the heck was it called? Let's see. So there was a hockey show done a long time ago. I think it was I gotta find this. Now it's gonna drive me nuts if I can't find the name of it. Let's see here. Was it Summit 72? Was it Summit 72? No, that's too new. Let's see. Anyways, there was years ago, I want to say in the 90s. I'm trying to find it. I'll have to find it. Anyways, there was a hockey show that was done a while ago. Hillbilly, what's going on? Welcome in. Rivals, I don't know, Rivals? Was that in the 90s? Was it the night? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was in the 90s. Anyways, so way back in the 90s, CBC was doing a hockey show, a documentary or whatnot. And I actually had an opportunity to audition to be in that show back then. And at the time, I had really long hair, right? Because in the 90s, and BNZ, thank you for the gifts. In the 90s, you know, I had long flowing hair. I know it's hard to believe. But for those that watched our clip from Jono-Vision, you know. And so I had a chance to audition for this show. And the condition was because it was supposed to be, you know, from way back, you know, in the 50s and 60s, they said you have to buzz your head. Probably a mullet too. Totally. And so I had to buzz my head, and I said, that's a non-starter for me. Listen, I was a young teenager, you know, rocker, playing in a band, doing all that stuff. And I'm like, I can't shave my head. There's no way. And I got a weird shaped dome. So I'm like, non-starter, right? So of course it didn't work out. And that show went into all kinds of awards and stuff for this documentary. And I kick myself all the time because I'm like, hey, how fun would that have been to be as part of some kind of a TV series? And I blew it because I didn't want to buzz my head. But talking about all these TV shows and TV movies just brought that memory kind of rushing back of, man, I had this opportunity and who knows what it could have been, but didn't want to buzz the head back then. And I think that's tough. It's okay. You were in rock mode. That's right. I think if you were to ask anybody, if you were back in your teenage teenage days and you were having a great time, you know, on the rock scene and all that, and someone said, hey, you could do this, but you got to shave your head. Like, no, for me, it was a hard no-go. Toronto Walker, that's really funny. So that was my story. I was trying to find the name of it, but it's a pretty good show. Venezuela, they score a run, 1-0. Venezuela up over the United States. Wow, I did not expect Venezuela to score first in the top of the third with nobody out, and they do have a runner on third, so they're looking to strike more. Wow, that's crazy. You know, somebody that was supposed to be on You Can't Do That on Television but pulled out due to this. Oh, that's wild, Lala. That was a great show. I remember watching that. You Can't Do That on Television. Give me a rock. What you got? What you gonna do? Henry Lawrence is the best current C material. Robo is a future C material. So I like Lorenz. I don't know if he's really C material, but I like Lorenz a lot. He's a good player, a good depth player, right? Knows his role, plays it well. Robertson is an interesting character. I'll be honest. I don't know if Robertson is going to be around that much longer. Remember last year he he asked for a trade. He wanted out of Toronto. He was a restricted free agent and said, you know, get me out of here. And they didn't want to do it. And so after discussions and with the changes, they said, listen, give us a year. Hey, Tony, welcome in. They said, give us a year. We'll make you play more. We'll work with you. And then let's see. So I think Robertson has been pretty good this year. He's been okay. I don't know if he's going to stick around. Yeah, and that's Henry. That's kind of what I've been waiting to see is will he end up going to play with his brother? Another kind of duo conversation. I thought, you know, Toronto might try to pull Jason away and bring him here, but they're just playing so darn good. They're playing so good that there's no chance Dallas is going to give up on Jason. Logan Shaw at 69 points, 4 seasons ago, 58. He's kind of going down. Yeah, Shaw was okay. He played a couple of games. He had a couple of games with the Leafs. You know, again, bottom 6 role. Didn't get big minutes or anything like that. Hey, Tom, what's going on? I'm sitting here watching. Well, thank you, Tom. Welcome in, and thank you for coming into the chat. I certainly do appreciate that. It's always nice to get folks coming in. And if you've been watching before, or you've been watching for a while, come in the chat and say hello, introduce yourself. We love to kind of meet you and get to know everybody that's been watching us. It's nice for me to learn some more names, learn some more folks that have been watching. All right, let's see. Boston game is a good one. Yeah, G70. Boston is a hard, fun team to watch. And Montreal this year, they're right there with them. Right there with them. Show's called, was it Face Off? That sounds about right. Let me look it up. Let's see here. Not the John Travolta, Nicolas Cage Face Off. Let's pull this up. Shoresy is a good one. I don't know who put in Shoresy before. Shoresy was a great show. I'm obsessed. Absolutely obsessed. No, I don't think it was Face Off. No, anyways, I'll see if I can find it. Oh, Rick, Peter Puck. Do you remember? Hey, Ryan, let's go Islanders. Do you remember Peter Puck? I mean, obviously back in the day, Peter Puck was amazing. But when they tried to reboot it and they brought in Peter Puck as like a computer animation, oh, it was brutal. It was brutal. Rob from Rochester. No, not a Buffalo fan. Islanders all the way. Islanders all the way. But hey, it's a good year to be a Buffaloes fan this year as well. I tell you, those Sabres, holy smokes. Celebrini is on fantastic pace. Celebrini's doing great. So looking at the Atlantic Division, it's going to be the battle between Toronto and Florida. Toronto, always Toronto and Florida, right? Doesn't matter what they do. Always Toronto and Florida. Thanks for Tavares. Showdown. I had a Peter Puck t-shirt. Oh, that's so cool. I wonder if there's somebody has to have some Peter Puck merch out there now. That would be so good to get a vintage Peter Puck shirt. You get a lot of people stopping you being like, oh, I remember that. Peter Puck was awesome. Peter Puck for me is right up there with the Log Riders anthem. You know, you know what I'm talking about. The Log Riders anthem. Rolling, rolling down deep waters. Ba, 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 ba. So good. Yeah, I know. Yeah, of course, Dan, for sure. You have to know Buffalo is the city where championship dreams go to die. Unfortunately, yes. Glad I vaguely remember him. My first year watching hockey was his last. Oh, Ryan. Tough one. The Logger. Right? So Peter Puck is right up there with that, Dallas. For me, those two and the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from Sesame Street. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like that, the Logger and Peter Puck, those are like, that's my childhood. all the good stuff. Oh, Pokeroo. Oh, you got the Celebrini McDonald's hockey stick. Nice. Good pull. Good pull. Longtime Leaf fan, but the only jersey you own is Jaromir Jagr. Nice, Henry. You got a lot of years out of that Jagr jersey. A lot of years out of the Jagr jersey. My favorite story, my favorite thing I heard about Jagr is when he went to Florida, that they actually gave him a key to the arena, that he just liked to go and work out and skate at all hours of the night. So they just gave him a key to the building. They're like, here, go when you want. That's so wild. So wild. Oh man. Took you 4 tries, but you got it. Yeah, who do I have? I got a Matthews. I got a Quinn Hughes and Cal McCarr, the 3 that we have. Had to trade some guy in the Freshco parking lot for your Celebrini today. Kept pulling Quinn. That's funny. What you need over his hockey stick, Randall, you got to go get his Young Guns rookie card. Got to get the Celebrini rookie card. I want to get a Schaefer, but right now it's selling for way too much money. So eventually I'll get one. Still need my Easton Cowan rookie card as well. I want to pick up him. His value's coming down, so I'll be able to get one of those shortly. But I like when they do these little hockey things. My favorite was when McDonald's did the goalie masks. They were almost like the size of your hand, right? They did the goalie mask and they did the trophies. The end of year, they had the Stanley Cup, the Hart, all the trophies, and then they had that base you could buy to display them on. That was the coolest thing they did. Someone got 20 or 30 McDonald's sticks. That's a lot, Joshua. That's a lot. All right, let's hop in. Did we get anything more? No more. So it's just 1-0. Venezuela. Wow, out to an early lead. Backstrom strikes out, 2 outs now. Witt Jr. coming up. The U.S. trying to get it back in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Nobody on. Oh, 1 on, sorry. Holy smokes. Shaw broke the previous franchise record, 116 assists. Mike Zigomanis. There's a name from the past. Wow. I like the jerseys they did have. Yeah, the little mini jerseys were cool too. The snowplow commercial. What was the snowplow commercial? I don't remember that. The only thing when I hear snowplow, the first thing I think of is The Simpsons. The Homer Simpson with Mr. Plow. Mr. Plow, that's my name. That name again is Mr. Plow. The NHL rings. Rick, I don't remember the NHL rings. Like little Stanley Cup rings? Okay, that would be cool. The Tim Horton sticks, I think, were better than the McDonald ones, though. Just downloaded the show. Nice, Ryan. It looks so good. I'm still playing, I think, 24. But I really want 26. It looks really good. I need a big Will Smith slap tonight. I got a Will Smith goal and a home run in the slip. Nice. That's funny. Come on, Will Smith. He's a good young player, too. There's a rumor that Matthews and Trocheck will move to the Kings. Oh, John Doe, that would be interesting. I would be curious. I mean, obviously, Matthews is still under contract, so he'd have to be traded. It would be interesting to see what the Kings would be willing to give up to bring Matthews there. You have the jacket. Mr. Plow is a loser, and I think he is a bit called the Plow King. Yeah, that jacket was pretty special. That's funny. That was such a good episode of The Simpsons, too. Plow King. That's great. Do you remember the red and silver cases? The red and silver cases. I don't. My second team of the Sharkies. You named your son Macklin? Nice, Randall. Listen, Matt, he's one heck of a player. Holy cow. He is special. And what Greer is building there is unbelievable. They've put a solid team together. They're going to be around for a little bit. They're going to be around for a little while, which is good. All right. We're getting ready for period number 3. The Leafs, the Islanders, looking to go to town. The Islanders hanging on to this 3-1 lead. Reeves got rocked by Oliver this year. Nice. 2 first-round picks and Drew Doughty for Matthews. So the 2 first-round picks are good. I would not want Drew Doughty. Drew Doughty is on the end of his career. That flip side, I don't think that is nearly enough for Austin Matthews, in my opinion. In my opinion. All right, let's get set for third period action. Let me pull this up here. Let me pull up the Kings roster. I'll tell you what my ask would be. So if it was true that there was a chance that they were going to flip Matthews to LA, I mean, the first round picks would be a good start. And they got their first round picks over the next couple of years. Doughty is a UFA. He's making $11 million. So that would only be a 1-year thing. He's 36, so I don't think I'd want him. Mikey Anderson, I would probably want. Or even a Brent Clark. All right, here we go. Third period action. All right, so the guy who got hit in the head with the puck, he's back. He's okay. He's fine. Got a bag of ice. No cut. So he's okay. He's sitting right behind one of the benches. He's wearing a Montreal Canadiens shirt. That's probably why he got hit with the puck. Do you think the Leafs trade Matthews for Point? No, I don't think they trade him for Braden Point. I don't think Tampa wants to move on from Point. Over to Joshua. Hey, One House, what's going on? Welcome in. Doing well, thank you. Happy St. Patty's. Just going to play it across. Islanders through the middle, going to send it into the Leafs zone. Here's a cross-ice pass. That doesn't go anywhere. Mayfield putting it in around behind the Leaf net. Islanders trying to get it in front. Good position play. Anders Lee couldn't get it. It's going to come to the line. Hits the skate in Toronto. Joshua going to bring it out. He's going to flip this one down. He's going to continue on here after it. Over there against Mayfield. Mayfield going to time up in the corner. Barzell comes there. Domi is watching, comes across, and the shot's going to go high and wide. This all the way down. wearing a Hab jersey to a Leaf game to get hit by the puck. It's pretty funny. Joseph Woll gets tied up, is way out of his net. He's going to scramble back. Here's a shot that's going to be blocked in front. What on earth just happened there? Long pass up to Cow, and he's going to dump this one in. Give him the lumber. Over to Barzal. Barzal going to use the boards. Comes all the way down. Islanders in the neutral zone. Hits a skate, comes right into the zone, into the high slot. New York setting it up. Barzal rotating it to the point, over to the middle of the ice. Here's Schaefer with a long shot, and Joseph Woll going to make the save. Hey, guys in the truck, can you give us a replay of what on earth just happened here? So Woll came way out of his net towards the boards to play it, got tied up there with not one Islander, but two Islander players, and had to scramble back, and Stetcher blocks the shot. So a little bump there by Heineman. Stetcher goes in to play goal and has to wait for Joseph Woll to come back. So Woll, that goes way out, kind of gets caught. Wow. Here comes Michelli in over the line. Going to play this to the corner where Nylander was, but he got taken out of the play. Nylander comes in now. Nylander and Michelli working it. Nylander steals it away. Going to slide it to Michelli, just too far to his reach. Michelli laying the stick there on Braden Shen. The Islanders going to bring it out, flipping it in the corner. Woll out to play it again. He's going to leave it here in the corner now. Go back into his net. Toronto Tavares carrying it up. Hits that red line, going to dump it in. Michelli coming around on the near side, trying to cut it off. Comes around past Susie. Tavares there, playing it back to the point. To Ekman Larson. He's going to shoot. And Sorokin is going to make that save easily and hang on to it. Hey, Wayne, how's it going? Welcome in. They're on the way. They're on the way. Michelli must have heard you. That's right. You have a direct feed. Is there a mercy rule in the championship game? I imagine there would be, but you got to really go into overdrive. Right now, it's only 1-0 Venezuela, middle of the fourth. We're going to the bottom. Harper, Judge, and Schwarber coming up for the U.S. Venezuela, they're 1-0. Prep coming in with the super chat. What's up, Prep? Hey, Adrian. Prep says, excuse my tardiness. I was at my nephew's game. It's his 8th birthday, and he nearly dropped the gloves against a girl. Prep, that's amazing. Thank you so much for the super chat, and I love that. So Sorokin is going to cover this one up, and again, thanks, Prep. Happy birthday to your nephew. Ready to drop the gloves. That's awesome. Most overrated player. Right, Devon Taves. Ryan, you're saying Devon Taves is the most overrated player. Wow, that one shocks me. Shocks me. Josh, that is the $1 million question. Here they come again, the Leafs. Putting it just wide. Oh, my goodness. Sorokin was there. Does Matthews ask for a trade? He has to be tired. I'm sure Matthews is steamed, and I'm sure they had some conversations, and they said, hey, let's talk when our heads are a little cooler here. But I'm sure he's not at all happy. Hey, James, happy St. Paddy's Day. Welcome in. Starting the playoff beard. Starting the playoff beard, getting it going. Starting the lazy beard. That's what it's called. Keep 6. What's going on? Welcome in. Here they come. This one is going to go up and out of play again. Souvenir to the gentleman in the crowd. Thank you, George. Appreciate it. Good playing. Good battles going on. Toronto just putting it wide. He's prepping because he gets it waxed. Prep. My goodness. You'll be able to hear my screaming from your place. Here's Gru. He's going to play this one up. Joshua had it knocked off and it just rolled up on Wall, so he's going to hang on to it. What up, JDA? Hope you're doing well. All right, I'm going to sit back down. He was put in the penalty box. Classic throw, the stick against the glass. So funny. Islanders going to win this, back to the point. Here's a long shot, goes wide at the side of the net. They're coming around. Toronto trying to get it out. Over at the side, Islanders cannot keep it going. Leafs getting it out and down the ice. Grew in here battling. Grew bringing it around. New York slowly making the way to Pajot. He gets a stick lift, can't get it going in. Toronto just going to hang on to it now, leaving it here, going for a line change. Just about 4.5 gone here in the third period. Not much doing at all. 4 shots for Toronto, 2 for New York. The Islanders trying to put it back in. Cowan trying to regain control. He cannot. New York going to carry this one in just onside. Here's a long shot. That one's going to sail wide. This picked up. New York back in along the boards. Going to send it behind the net. Trying to cycle up. Ekman Larson pinching up on his man, holding him along the boards. Philly Myers getting a little aggressive there as well. Puck comes back to the point. New York holds it in. Nice little move here by Pulak. He's going to try and give it to Schaefer. A long shot and a nice stop there by Wall. Schaefer would love to get one with all his people here today. Would love it. What you going to do, brother? Don Cherry's my neighbor. I could see if he'll come on your podcast. Probably not getting old, not well. Oh, Wayne, I appreciate that. Wayne, you tell Mr. Cherry he has an open invitation. Anytime he would like to come on, we would love to have him on. If he would like to even get together for 5-10 minutes and I can record it, I would love it. Even better, if he wouldn't mind, if you could record him just doing you're watching the Samwelb12 Experience, the best sports channel on YouTube. We'll play that over and over and over. He doesn't even need to come on. If he could just record that on a cell phone and if you could send it to me, that would be amazing. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I love Don Cherry. He's one of the guys that I've never had a chance to meet. Cherry signed your hockey card. My dad was a Zamboni driver. Oh, that's cool. Off the draw. Shot is blocked in front. Islanders still have it. Trying to come back door. Does not. This coming back across. As long as you don't start paying for... No, Prep. Not at all. I know what you're referring to, and that drives me nuts. My interactions and my recordings of Doug Gilmour and Wendell Clark, that was out of the kindness of their hearts when we got together and met them. No paid advertising for them. This coming around. Back over. Here's a big blast. Getting knocked down. Yeah, Rick, I get it, but to me, that defeats the whole purpose. If you're going to use Cameo, you're not supposed to use Cameo for promotion. It actually says right in the Cameo terms and conditions that you're not supposed to ask for endorsements or to use for business purposes. And I get a couple will, but to me, that's not an honest thing. If I pay somebody to say, hey, I'm great, there's no point behind it. Listen, I love Bowen. I love Bones, and good for him, right? Going on Cameo, going on doing those things. Hey, no worries. As a birthday message, something like that, it'd be great. You do it for a team, Little League hockey team that going in a tournament or something, getting Bonesy to give a message is great. Miss Dandy Don and his suits. They were great suits. Prep, you're so funny. Dad met Team Canada. Women's team, too. Oh, that's so cool. So cool. Saw Domi was at a Little League hockey tournament. Oh, that's great. Dave Andrzejczyk has a cottage about an hour from where I live. Oh, nice, Henry. Hey, Andrew, I'm doing great. Thank you. That's the native flu. And listen, I've had people say no to me. I've had people say no. I'll save it for the commercial break. I'll tell you that story too. For Wayne to show up on Cameo. I'll give you a cameo, Sam. Just send me that hat and the Hawaiian Leafs jersey throughout the summer. Thanks, Prep. Here's a long cross-ice pass. This is going to be knocked down. Lorentz, the goal scorer for Toronto, dumping it in the zone. No icing call. Joshua, it's interesting. It's interesting to see how it's going to go. Here comes Nylander. Nylander bringing this one in, cycling. Back to the line. Riley across. Here's a shot by Carl, and there's a save. Okay, so I'll tell you these stories here quick. So we were at a Leaf event before a playoff game, and we were in a private spot part of the restaurant. Hey, Mike, and I believe he will be. And Doug Gilmour just happened to be there. And we got talking, and it was really loud in there. And I said to him, before, we talked, and before he left, I said, hey, I do this hockey YouTube channel, and I kind of pulled it up and showed him an example and said, hey, is there any chance, would you mind doing a you're watching type of video? And he said, yeah, no problem. This is good stuff. This is great. So he came on, he recorded it. We had to take out some of the background noise because it was so loud, but what you see was a very natural one take. We asked and he did it. I was somewhere else and Darcy Tucker was there. Had a great conversation with Darcy Tucker. And same thing at the end, I said, Mr. Tucker, I do this hockey YouTube channel. Any chance I could get you to do a you're watching type of video? And he said to me, he goes, listen, I can't, I'm under contract. As a Leaf alumni, there's only so many media things I could do. And he said, I can't do it. And I said, no problem at all. And we continued our conversation. This year we got together, we saw Wendell Clark, and we were talking with Wendell Clark. Same thing. I said, Wendell, this is what I do. Would you mind doing this little video? And he said, yeah, no problem. Same thing. We held the phone, we recorded it. And I said, thanks so much. I said, Dougie also did one for me. And he's like, oh, well, if Dougie did one, I have to do one. I'm glad I did it. So it was kind of fun. It was nice that, that these guys have done it. And if I ran into anybody else, I have no problem asking. We got the Florida Panther girls to do it for us, their cheer squad. So it's just a nice thing to do. And if people want to do it, that's great. But I'm not at a place where I'm going to go and pay, $250 or $500, whatever their cameo is, to try to get them to promote me when they don't know what it is. So that's my take on it. Dingby, thank you so much for hitting that subscribe. Welcome in. Coming back from commercial break. Here are the Islanders. Islanders bringing it across. They're going to send this one all the way down. Turn it around. I'll only charge you 50. And Prep, it's funny. It's funny that, well, I'll leave it. We'll cameo for you, Sam. I wear Team Canada. Yeah, Rick. Hey, I would do it. If you want to record one, I'll gladly play it. You're my Olympic Hall of Famer. I go around. I say, hey, I know this guy. He's an Olympian. He's a Hall of Famer. I'm like, really? I'm like, yeah. You got to go watch this interview. Rick's my hookup. Oh man, I know one of the Toronto Marlies that might do it. Really, that's awesome. Yeah, if you know or have a connection to a player or referee or somebody in the hockey world, there's a broken stick by Myers. And if they would love to do one, all you need is just a cell phone, and for them to say, my name is so-and-so, and you're watching the Samwelb12 Experience, you can give them the link to the channel and tell them to check it out so they know what they're doing. And if they're willing to, we'd appreciate it so much. We'll give them shout outs. We'll play it on the channel. And if anybody wants to sit down and, talk, do an interview, we're more than welcome to do that as well. Mike, I think they will go after Gouda. Should we get Gouda on for an interview? Should we be like, hey, Radko Gouda, here's my clip of what I said about your dirty hit. You want to come on my channel? We're great pals. That's right. Yeah, my buddy Rick, we talk for hours and hours. Rick is a great guy, though. If you haven't watched our sit-down interview, it's a must-watch. It is a very, very, it is an interesting story of ups and downs and highs and lows, and Rick is an awesome, awesome person. So if you haven't watched it, I highly recommend giving it a watch. This is going to flip out down the ice. Toronto going to bring this one back up over the line, bringing it back around. Leafs working the corner on the far side. Cowan, he's digging, he's working. Circle intermission guest is Ty Domi. I'd love to talk to Ty. If I was Matthews, yeah, Hillbilly, you know he can't be happy. You know he can't be happy. 2-0 Venezuela now. Wow, 2-0 Venezuela. Top of the fifth over the United States. Wow, I'm shocked. Shocked. That is very true. That is very true. So 10:33 to go here in period number 3. Literally playing in slow motion. 10.5 to go. Islanders going to flip this one into the Leaf zone off the draw. Ekman-Larsson gives it away. Islanders playing it to the point. Here's a long shot. Wall going to make the save. Hang on to it. You know, Schaefer wants to get one here. He wants to get one badly. He's working it in here. He's trying to get one going. Patrick Wall behind the bench. He's a good coach. We've talked in the past about ex-players being good or bad coaches. Patrick Wall, I think, is an excellent coach. Going to flip this one out. Gudis should be back. He will be eligible. Let's just say that. Question is, will he be a healthy scratch or not? Into the zone, Knives going to bring this one across. Little stick lift here on Schaefer. Schaefer goes down on his backside. Knives comes away with the puck. Playing it back to the point. Myers teeing off on one. That hit Nylander right in the ribs. Nylander goes down hard. Willie a little slow to get up. He's a little shook up. Hey. I'm all shook up. Knives going to dump this one in. This coming around over on the side. Hope he's okay. Just knocked the wind out of himself. Nyes picking it back up. 9.5 to go now. Nyes over to Riley. Riley, his shot gets blocked, knocked down. Playing it over at the side, and it's picked up and flipped out by Jean-Gabriel Pajot. Kelly Yarncroke getting it. He's going to look this one through. Have you had Wolfie's corned beef sandwich on? I have not, Mike. The question is, it's good. If their corned beef is good, how are their fries? Because you got to have good fries. Little dump back pass. Over to Lorentz. He's circling around. Ekman-Larsson took him a minute to get back up and get in here. Stevie Y ever a coach before going to management? Not that I'm aware of. Not in the NHL. I don't know if he coached anywhere in the minors. But holy smokes, what he did in Tampa and what he did in Detroit, man, he's just proving himself to be an absolute hockey genius. This coming back around, and Bo Grew going to throw it in the corner. Robertson and Cowan giving chase. McCabe pinching up, can't hold it in, and it's going to come out all the way down. No icing call. Brendan Carlo back with it. The Islanders coming to force Carlo, make him do something. Carlo going to leave it here for Cowan. Cowan, little stick move, going to come through the middle, trying to hit Grew. Puck was too far for him. Islanders going to turn in their own zone, looking to move it ahead. Hitting that red line, a little flip. That's going to go down in the corner for McCabe. McCabe sending it around. This going to be played across and all the way down the ice. That's an icing call. Oh, the icing. So many icings. It's like a deli. Okay, nice. So I'm sure it's good, Mike. Alberta to hose. Yes. So Joshua, we haven't even really mentioned this at all. It was announced that Alberta is going to get to host the 2028 World Cup of Hockey as the tournament returns after 12 years. Now, we knew after they did the Four Nations that it was a big success. Here come the Islanders right off the draw coming across. And we knew the NHL was going to bring this back. They said they would, but we didn't know how many teams or where it would be or any information. Well, we now know in 2028 it is going to be hosted in Alberta. So that is awesome news. So good to have it coming back. Here comes Ryan Pollock. He's going to send it across. Heineman going to drop it. Horvat to Barzell with a shot, and Wall is going to catch that on the blocker. That's going to be commercial break. If he's back by then, every time he is near the puck, they need to lay the lumber in the elbows and fight. Yeah, you know, it's funny. I kind of thought that, you know, when they play on the 30th, and again, I know there are some people out there that are calling for, you know, Leafs to injure the Duck Stars, and that's not what a revenge game is. That's not what they should do. Should they play physical? Should they go and hit everything? Absolutely. And if they go near Gudas, him they need to run. Him they need to hit. Don't go after the Stars. But if you see guys lined up, you don't pull your punches. You go to hit and hit hard. And if you take penalty after penalty after penalty and you start getting a parade of guys being kicked out of the game, I think that's okay. That's one game on the 30th where you say, if we lose, even if it's 10-0, it doesn't matter. You got to play hard, physical, and cheap in that game. There's no intent to injure, but you got to do that. Yeah, Joshua. So they had said before, even if the IOC didn't reinstate them, they would welcome them. Have they come out and said that? Have they announced they would be able to participate? Oops. I don't know what I just kicked. Let's see here. So let's see. Oh man, this is too much. So it'll feature 17 games played over 13 days. So very similar to the Olympics. All right, we'll do some research on this for the next one. Not yet. Probably will announce it when it gets closer. Okay. So we'll see. Oilers are up 2-1. Hey, welcome in, Gazarian. Cross ice pass hits Michelli. 3-1. Islanders with the lead. 6:40 to go. Fight night at the Honda Center. Hey, Jose, welcome in. It's like slow motion, Jose. Very slow motion game. This coming out. Toronto going to come all the way back to pick it up. Still 2-0 Venezuela in the WBC final. Pretty awesome. Here's Domi. Domi going to play it ahead. Nice. Reversing it back to Domi. Putting it in down in the corner. Islanders going to pick this one up. Toronto just has no aggression right now. No aggression. Going to flip this back to Ekman Larson. To Domi. Domi going to flip this one in. Schaefer is going back. He tries to reverse it. It's stolen. Coming out in front tonight to Domi. And he almost scored. Sorokin came up with a big save there. Unreal. A very slow-moving period. 10 shots for the Islanders. 7 shots for Toronto. bringing the total to 30-22, but it doesn't feel like that at all. That's right. We don't want them to injure anyone. No intent to injure, but just go knock them around a little bit. Let's see. When I'm having a bad day, I remember the Rangers suck. The worst original 16. There you go. There you go, Ryan. PLO, what's up? Is Toronto even here? Right? Austin, how's it going? Going to the game on Friday. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. That's right. The Leafs are off the rest of the week. They have a doubleheader Friday and then Saturday. But they will be some time away. Get a little bit of a break. I know this schedule, because the Olympics, has been crazy. It has been absolutely wild. Yeah, the best thing they could do is go in there and, of course, pull out a win against Anaheim on the 30th and kind of show that, you know, they're going to deliver. But yeah, we're not calling for, don't want anyone coming out with intent to injure, because that doesn't make us any better than they are, right? Doesn't make us any better than Gouda. And we gotta do things the right way. They've already botched they've already botched standing up for him. Exactly who is going to knock them around? Well, they just sent Pizzetta back down to the Marlies, so he's not going to be there. I would love to see them recall him, but you're right. I mean, that's a valid point. You know, Domi's going to try. You know, you got to get Lorenz to throw his body around. The problem is Joshua's got to do his part. But you're right. You don't want Tavares to hurt himself. You don't want Nylander to get hurt. You don't want Cowan to get hurt. You don't want Grew to get hurt. Myers, Ekman Larson, Carlo, those guys have to play big and physical. Riley proved he can drop the gloves, so maybe he'll get in there. He didn't drop them well. Simon Benoit's got to come in with a few Superman punches. Nylander gets tripped up, trying to get back up. Schaefer is watching him. Schaefer going to put it around behind the net for Pulak. He's going to send this one out. It's like the Islanders are just playing to kill the clock right now. 5:22 to go. Riley going to play it up, turning it around. Yeah, Rick, can you believe it? That is not what I expected it to be. Islanders legend Mike Bossy could be the NHL's greatest scorer if his career didn't get cut short. Oh, Pelech getting bumped in the head. I don't know. Tavares is going to go to the box. Did his stick catch him? Few profanities being shouted. Pelech is still down. He's sitting on the ice. They're all pointing at his face. They're like, look, look. So I think it's just going to be 2 minutes. Going for the stick lift. Missed the stick lift. And he definitely clips him. Yeah. Definitely kind of clipped him in the chin and then got the helmet. Thank you for that subscribe. Hey, Steve. I know. I can't believe it, Steve. I'm shocked right now. Hurt everyone, but I agree. Don't do it with an injury. Make them realize this team can make you pay. So Tavares goes for high sticking. Oh, it's going to be 4 minutes. So I guess Pelech was able to squeeze out a little bit of blood. So 4 minutes for Tavares. With 5 minutes left in the game, it's a double minor to Tavares. Wow. Does anyone have Tiger's number? Poke the Bear said the Ducks used the Gouda suspension as inspiration to turn up the heat. It'll be interesting. Jose, I'm assuming you don't mean Tiger Woods' number, right? I don't know. There's a few Tigers out there now. Here comes the Islanders. This is going to come cross ice. So a double minor is different than a major, than a 5-minute major. With a double minor, if you score in the first 2 minutes, that comes off the board, and it goes right to the second 2 minutes. But we got another whistle here as Joseph Wall's helmet comes off. So they're going to blow this one down. And we've seen this a lot where, you know, it didn't look like his strap popped off, but it clearly hits him in the head. Oh, yes, it does. The front strap popped off. So the helmet comes off. 57 shot attempts for the Islanders, 45 for Toronto. Toronto's been getting their shots. Prep, it was Stevie Lorentz, the lone Leaf goal. Still think some of the rules in the NHL are BS, like goalie interference. Nobody knows what it means. That is true, Ryan. That is a big conversation right now in this league. There's so many interpretations of what is and isn't. That needs to be sorted out because the inconsistency of calls is crazy. Back to the point. Islanders setting it up under 4 minutes to go. Long shot going to be deflected in the corner. Islanders sending it around the boards. 2:45 to go on the power play, which means 40 seconds now with the first power play. Holmstrom in the corner on the far side, coming around behind the net. Little bump there by McCabe. Digging for it. Underneath, Islanders going to pull it away. Back to the point. Setting it up, coming down deep. In front in the slot, fanned on the shot. Rebound, another shot. Quinlan went down to block it, and he stuck his face right in the path. It's a good thing that was fanned on, or he could have taken that puck right in the face. It's a great on a bell curve. You're not wrong there, Road Warriors. Hey, Nick, what's going on? Welcome in. Really? Nick, I didn't see where that was mentioned. Interesting. Putting it back, Anders setting it up. We're in the second penalty now. So the Leafs have killed off the first 2 minutes. We're in the second 2 minutes. 1:43 to go on the power play. 2:44 to go in the period. In Toronto, only one Tiger. That's right. Working it back around. Springing the Leafs, closing them in tight. Islanders now going to back it up a little bit. Long shot gets blocked. Duclair tries to thread the needle. That one goes just wide. This coming back to Duclair. Duclair in front, tipped right on. Rebound. Empty net. They can't get it. Too many passes. Another shot gets blocked. Leafs getting some stops by Wall and getting some luck from the hockey gods. 1:05 to go on the power play. 2:05 to go in the period. Here comes Barzell. He's cutting right through the ice. Barzell still cutting around, still with it. Barzell in the corner gets taken down. Ekman-Larsson trying to cover it up. Barzell pops up, still with it, putting it in front to Schenn. He fanned on that shot. Schenn gets the puck returned. Gonna look off Schaefer. Horvat putting it back. Schaefer wants it. Here's the feedback to him. The one-timer, that one gets blocked. Horvat turning around. Schaefer, he's got to back up. Toronto coming. 25 seconds to go in the power play. 1:25 to go here in this period. Toronto down by 2. They pull the goaltender with 15 seconds to go on the power play. The pulled goalie means it's 5-on-5. Nyes in the corner. Riley in the corner. Domi coming over. He's going to play this around. Toronto trying to hold this one in the Islanders zone. 3 seconds in the power play. All right, the power play has expired. It's going to go to 6-on-5. Toronto trying to intercept. Islanders going to backhand this one up, and they knock it down. Last minute of play. 52 seconds to go. Backing this one all the way up. Going to dump it off. Toronto up to Tavares. Tavares, he's going to move ahead. Over the line is Michelli. To Nyes, playing it down around. This one picked up by Nylander. Nylander looking. Going to cycle it around. Puck kind of hopping all over. Ekman-Larsson took it off his skate. Domi going to play it in the corner. Leafs aren't even going to get a scoring chance here. 20 seconds to go. Digging this. Trying to pull it off. Up top, Domi taking it off his skate. Shooting. Misses high. 10 seconds to go. Down at the side of the net. Leafs aren't even going to get a shot on net. Back to Domi. He's going to shoot. That one gets blocked. Another shot. They got one on net. Nyes with a shot. Tavares digging at it. but the horn is going to go, and this game comes to an end. Wow. 3-1 is going to be your final. They hold the door closed. When you get a chance, just type in team backs out of the World Cup. All right, I will take a look for sure. EA Sports, what's going on? Welcome in. Well, maybe we'll win the lotto. Wouldn't that be nice, Randall? Wouldn't that be nice? All right, this one is over. Boston Habs starting overtime. All right, let's do a little bonus coverage here. Let me see if I have access. Give me a minute. If it's overtime, we got to stick around for overtime. Let's see. Let's see if I can pull this game up here real quick. Here, Boston, Montreal. So you say it's going overtime. All right, here's a little Boston, Montreal overtime action. 2:22 actually to go in overtime. Montreal coming in with a shot. Slafkovsky, big save. Demidov has it in the corner. Coming out in front. Demidov shooting. Just misses that top corner. Back up to the point. Dobson going to keep this one in. Slafkovsky spinning around in the corner. Down to his knees. Dobson coming in. Slafkovsky getting the rebound. Him and Demidov crisscross. Slafkovsky putting it over to Dobson. Dobson down low. Montreal. Demidov. He's going to piss this one around. Here they come. Montreal fans on the shot. Going back down in. Boston trying to hold them over. 1:45 to go in overtime. Hayden wants overtime, so we get it in a different game. This coming all the way down. Dobish is coming way out. He's going to leave this one up now. Montreal going to turn and come. 90 seconds to go here in overtime. Matheson going to drop this one over. Montreal in. Doesn't drop it to Evans. Texier coming around behind the net. Texier still with it. He's going to get cut off. Boston is going to intercept. Pasternak is going to put this one up off the boards. Oh, there's a pull down. No penalty. Montreal, Texier shooting. And a big save. Oh, we got some pushing and shoving as McAvoy comes in. He's throwing them. And we got Evans has Middlestat in a headlock, takes him down to the ground. Holy smokes. This one is heating up. And where maybe there's an opportunity that we see these guys in the playoffs. What a game, what a series that would be. What an overtime. So the Islanders beat Toronto 3-1. We'll go over those scores in a moment here as we're just seeing some overtime to completion. Boston and Montreal. Little bonus coverage here. Bonus coverage. Swayman had to be sharp. Very sharp. All right, let's go. Tiger mascot for the Hamilton Tigers CFL. Anders Canes have combined 4 less overtime losses than the Pens. That's right, Randall. Bonus time. Zaka in to take this draw against Deneau. Boston's going to win this one. Bruins going to put it around. Last minute of play in overtime. Here's a breakaway. Boston coming in. Oh, just high in over the net. Oh, my goodness. An overtime breakaway. Pasternak trying to come in and take it away. He cannot. Montreal down the near side of the ice. Montreal, Lane Hudson stops. Going to dish this one off. Curling around behind is Caulfield. Caulfield playing it back. Suzuki to Caulfield. Curling around the middle of that ice is Hudson. Now he's over at the side. Suzuki. He's going to come back. 28 seconds left to go. Hudson. Nifty little move. Trying to get by Pasternak. Dishing it back. Here's the shot. They score! Montreal in overtime. What a goal! Montreal takes the victory. Holy smokes. Unbelievable. Nice passing leads to a wide open net on the backdoor tap in. Holy cow. Caulfield puts it in. And that is a 40-goal score. The first time since, what did they say, 92, 93. Cole Caulfield gets his 40th of the year. Unreal. Wow. All right. Big game there by Montreal. They pick up the win. Here, Toronto, they can't get it done. They lose. They go down to the Islanders 3-1. Your stars, Steven Lorentz, star number 3. He had the Maple Leaf goal. Richie had a great game with a goal and an assist, and Barzal is your number 1 star with 3 points, 3 assists on the day. So Braden Shen, he opened the scoring on the power play, his 13th from Richie and Barzal. Then Richie got his 9th on the power play from Barzal and Schaefer. In the second period, Lorentz, he got his 5th from Bo Grew. And then Heineman, his 19th from D'Angelo and Barzal. 34 shots for the Islanders, 27 for the Maple Leafs. Islanders take it in the faceoff circle, 51.5%. They go 2 for 6 on the power play. Toronto goes 0 for 3. 20 hits for the Maple Leafs, 9 for the Islanders. 12 block shots for Toronto, 8 for the Islanders. 13 giveaways, Toronto, 11 for the Islanders. This was absolutely crazy. Well, the Leafs are off until Friday, so we'll see you a little bit later, but you never know when things pop up. Junior 34, Bruins lose to. Yeah, we just called that overtime. That was crazy. That was absolutely wild. How many did the Leafs have in the third? Leafs had 11 shots in that third period. The Islanders had 14. So 14 for the Islanders, 11 for Toronto in that third period. Absolutely crazy. Thank you, mods, for doing what you do. You know we appreciate you so very much. Thank you for everything. Big thanks to Jamie and Prep for the super chats, and to Vi for the membership. Welcome to the team. For everyone who hit that subscribe button or follow, thank you for coming in. Welcome to our community. BNZ, thank you for the gifts over on the talk. We appreciate it. It was absolutely awesome. It's the bottom of the 6th right now in the World Baseball Classic final. Venezuela 2, United States nothing, which is absolutely crazy. Sam, I will video and send it to you with logo on the back. Yeah, sure. Okay, sounds good. Send her over. Have a great night, and we'll see you Friday. You never know when things may pop up, so it's always good to have your notifications on. But have a good one. Stay safe with all that snow. Kevin, I am feeling much better. Not 100%, but much better than it was. I literally spent all day Sunday on the couch. It was brutal. But we're back. We're here. That's what matters. But thank you for asking. Have a great one. Henry, you're very welcome. You have a good night. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you in just a few sleeps. Peace, love, and go hockey, go. My name is Sam. This is a Samwelb12 Experience. We out.